All right, we are back from our break, and I have the spellcasters change their spells. Is there anything that you guys want to ask before you do so?
I didn't actually do much of my changing spells. I was having
Do we
to
notice
take
the missing boots before we start memorizing our spells?
Well, this was more a mechanic thing. I just wanted to make sure that you guys weren't going to be like, oh, I need another 10 minutes to change my spells up, kind of thing.
Yeah, my spells are changed up.
Okay. So when you wake up, and start getting dressed and everything like that, you do notice, oddly enough, everyone's left boot is missing except for Braxon's and Higgimus's and Lafdul's. Which I suppose I should have said half the party.
I immediately glare at Lafdul.
Yeah, Sinrae looks at Lafdul.
What?
Yeah,
I've got my boots. You're the one that don't have your boots. Why am I the culprit?
I have my
Lafdul.
boots.
Higgimus was on
put
watch. He should have been guarding your boots.
I used Detect Evil Intent on Lafdul.
At that point, Gyatla says, I think we may have had a nocturnal visitor, and she upturns her boot, and a number of left boots falls out of it, much smaller left boots. It turns out that's all of yours.
Oh, we must have a prankster amongst us somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe it's a good luck thing.
And his name starts with an L and ends with a dull.
Larendul?
Gyatla doesn't seem to be picking up on it and says, squirrels have been known to hide things. I don't know why they would hide them in my boot, though. They'd usually take it back to their own...
It's a very large squirrel with pointed ears.
Well, yes, they do have pointed ears and little tufts on them.
Lafdul's gonna have...
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Braxon's gonna inspect both of his boots before putting them on.
Other than smelling a lot better than the last time you wore them,
Elves don't smell.
They seem fine.
I'm going to go get my boot while still glaring at Lafdul.
Solas will
Blame the person on watch, not the person who did it.
Solas will also go
Potentially
get his
did it.
boot and grumble silently in his native tongue.
So, Lafdul,
That's
Other
not
than having
common or elven? What's your native tongue?
It's
Celtic.
it's Celtic modification of common.
So, Lafdul, did you actually find anything interesting other than our left boots?
No, I didn't find anything. What are you on about? I found a piece of paper. Maybe it's got some information on it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Lafdul,
chest.
sometimes I wonder if you're Loki incarnate. But you get to kill one of us.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
He also has yet to turn himself into a mare and get pregnant, so there's that.
I wouldn't put it past him for a plan.
Some myths his deity did do that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Oh, goodness.
Well,
So
considering
we are waiting for Lafdul to follow his deity's example.
Loki is one of
It doesn't go that far.
considering Loki is one of the two big evil deities I can think of in the Norse pantheon, I guess it's a bad thing to be compared to.
Why am I evil?
I didn't think Loki was so much evil as just mischievous.
I
was
like
one of
having
the-
fun.
True. I guess you're more the mischievous side of Loki than Ragnarok causing Loki.
I thought a squirrel caused Ragnarok.
Oh.
Hey, look,
Or
I've heard
Balder
stories
killing
of
Loki.
I've heard stories about squirrels causing the end of the world.
Gyatla interrupts and says, theological discussions are all very fascinating, but I don't know why we're talking about it when everyone knows that Surtur will a rule after everything is burnt. But you said you found a piece of paper, Lafdul.
Wait, where did you get that interpretation? The version I know is that
Oh,
Boulder
God.
will come back to life and be the one god.
Focus, people.
Ockar.
Focus.
I'd love to learn your interpretation sometime when we have time.
Lafdul, could you hand her those papers you found? See if she can.
Well, I
figure out
found
what's written.
one paper. I didn't want to tip my hand by stealing the whole lot of them. Because I almost got caught at one point and he went to check his papers. And because I took the bottom one, he didn't check the bottom one. He will notice after a period of time, but...
Oh, sorry.
Was there
Yeah,
anything
so I
else? Other than-
hand... Anything else? I couldn't make out the conversation. I can probably try to repeat a few phrases.
You really can't. I mean, when you don't know a language, you really, really, really can't.
All right, and I point to my crude drawing of the hammer and its symbol. He was trying to carve into it. I see this spoke about or a religious thing, I suspect.
So she takes your book in between her thumb and forefinger and like looks at it really closely. And
I tried to say it's about this big. I do hand gestures. And he was carving with a wooden chisel, usual carpentry things. Sort of like what Braxon's got, I think. Maybe not.
her brow furrows and she says, "How long would you say that he was working on it?"
Oh, he was being meticulous. About an hour. Because I waited for, actually no, about half an hour to an hour, somewhere in there.
And did he complete it?
He put it back into the chest.
Did he finish what he was carving?
He was comparing it, so I don't know for certain. I would either assume so, or he's very close to. He went back to bed afterwards, so...
Well, he wasn't in bed.
indication.
He wasn't in bed at the beginning, so it's not that
I
he went back to
assume
bed,
he
went to
has
bed.
finished it.
Just to
Because
be,
he put it...
right, just to be clear, he went to bed, not went back to bed. You didn't see him sleeping and wake up kind of thing.
Yeah.
Why? What is it, Gatwa?
I would say that it was rune magic, but Hephaestons don't use that. My people do, although I'm Blatha and myself use a more standard form of magic.
There was a giant on Brawl that used rune magic for like temporary items and that sort that we kind of bought stuff from before. He was a what was the name of that thing again?
his name was Weirden.
Weirden.
Oh, the giant type is a Verbeeg.
Yeah. Verbeeg. He was a Verbeeg. And then there's one that we fought down beneath Brawl. Or I thought it was illusion, but...
Yeah, I saw a giant Cyclops in there, some Verbeeg, and I don't know what the other type were. I think they're the more diminutive Cyclops was the other type. And obviously the smith guy that was working on that rune hammer.
It would be very unusual for a Hephaeston to be using rune magic. I don't even know if they are capable of shaping the runes, but that is clearly what he was doing. I don't know enough about runes to know what exactly he was doing, but I would say that anything with to do with runes would be not something you'd want to face in a battle.
Would what was it called? Magical language stuff.
Read magic.
Disjunction? Would that work against rune magic?
You mean that wand that you
Probably,
have?
no?
Yes.
So you describe it to her. I don't know for sure, but you say that this wand does not work on normal spells, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct.
I don't know. Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, from what I've heard. Higgimus is
Then
unsure because it's
no, I
magic.
don't think so. Well, I mean, so you would have gotten a full rundown on what the item can do. So, yeah, you know that it
Oh,
can't
okay.
do that. And I did give you a handout, so wand of
Gatla,
negation.
sorry. Gatla, what other giants are on this in this area?
Oh, well, there are us, of course. There are the Hephaestans. Um, there are the smaller kind who are sadly in need of our guidance. The Verbeeg that we have seen, the the ogres, the runts, and then there are the somewhat more dangerous ones like Ettins and larger Cyclops and mountain giants.
Do you have does your people have positive interactions with the Verbig?
I don't think anyone really does. They're mostly schemers and bandits and that sort, mercenaries. Um,
Interesting.
but
But
I'm very interested in what else you can tell me about this hammer he was carving into. Did you see anything else?
He was hang on. Oh, he was comparing it to another one, or was he comparing it to the backside of it?
He was flipping the hammer over to compare it on to look at something carved on the other side.
He was just no. I didn't stay there any longer than a couple hours. Just he carved that one and put it back in the chest.
Could you tell
I
if
mean,
he was carving the same thing on the other side?
yeah, he was comparing it.
But was he actually carving the same thing?
Not. I didn't think to check it that up close. It was a pretty big hammer. I'm not that big enough to wield it that well.
Yes.
I thought the papers might be more important.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Let me see that paper.
One piece of paper.
So you unfold it and hand it to her.
Yeah.
Um,
It was just the end sheet. They didn't suspect that anything was stolen, but it's only a matter of time.
she skims over it and then kind of lays it out and using a small stick, um, she basically does a translation for you. The letter is addressed to someone named Skoldrung, and she says that the basically, like, she gives you a rough translation and says that the person writing this letter, and it's not signed, um, it's addressed to someone named Skoldrung, but it's asking for the details. She says, this is strange. It seems that this Skoldrung has discovered an ancient rune long forgotten. He calls it... I don't know what the an appropriate word for it would be in your tongue. The Skifta Change rune is what he calls it. I've never heard of it myself. But
Did your matron know it? I don't know what you call her. Her leader.
no, well, I mean, Blatha might have heard of it, but I don't think that anyone would be writing a letter of this type if she would know of it, since she cannot shape the runes herself. But
Is there like a lawkeeper or library where you could research this?
no, the runes are known by the gods themselves, and they must be discovered, rediscovered. beyond the normal ones that are common to commonly known.
This rune of
Oh.
change. What's this thing do?
The letter doesn't say, but whoever wrote this letter seems very interested in learning how to shape this rune. Calls it the Skifta Change rune. I've never heard of it myself.
You think this can mean like changes and change form?
Very possibly.
That might explain all the auras of magic we detected around him.
Skin changing.
Now, this Skulldrung name, that's definitely not a Hephaeston name, and it certainly wouldn't be common amongst my people either. I would say that this is probably a mountain giant, whoever this is.
Mountain giant?
Yes, they are... they are somewhat more sophisticated than some of the other lesser types around here, but certainly not as intelligent or wise as my kind or the Hephaestons. But they do have an unusual talent with the rune magics.
Yeah, this is starting to sound like we were kind of on the
Imposter.
right track before. Yeah.
Hey, at least we don't have to deal with ice giants around here.
Aren't they like mortal enemies of fire giants?
Yeah.
Sort of.
They would be at constant war with each other.
Not necessarily, but they certainly, I mean, again, it is, fire and ice kind of thing. They just don't get along.
Plus, they
They
live
wouldn't hang
completely
out in the
different.
movies.
Unless it's a tale of fire and ice.
Ugh. The climates are just wrong for each other.
Why?
So, if a mountain giant calls the other two types of giants to fight, would that give them an advantage of some sort?
It certainly could, yes. I don't know of any nearby villages, but certainly if my people and the Hephaestons were fighting, and the fighting escalated to a full-blown war in which one of our peoples were wiped out, that could certainly allow a group of mountain giants to come in and set their hegemony over us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's what's going on here?
Could be. It's what it seems like to me. But, that seems really straightforward.
We've
I'm
not seen a
suspecting
mountain
Verbic.
giant.
Well, this, what's his name? The person...
Antistophus? Or the person in the
Antistophus.
letter?
Antistophus, has an aura that's, smaller than what it should be. We have this paper here describing a rune of change, and you say this name is similar to fire giants. Or not fire giants, mountain giant, which is smaller than the type of giant he appears to be, and they have something to gain if there's a war between your people and the other giants.
Yes, that could be.
I think it'll be hard to know until we dispel the magic on him, for sure. Unless we can find some other clues.
How Higgimus will look towards Leva and Lafdul, or no, Leva and Solas, and I guess Lafdul too. When you guys were able to spell the magic on that child monster thing, how'd that go? How did you do that? Is that doable again?
Probably.
Yes.
Well, it was dispel magic spell, so
No guarantee on that. Sometimes it just fails. You can try.
And we'd have to be somewhat near him.
Yeah, the range was it 60 feet?
Mhm.
120 yards. So we don't have to be that close.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, to a
60
certain
yards
extent,
for
that's just like line of sight. So
yeah. For cleric it was 60 yards and the range.
which is still
That
180 feet.
Yeah.
that brings us back to the problem of how to get to him
Mhm.
or get him to come out.
Does anyone else have a dispel
Also, it's
magic memorized?
I have the
Yeah,
cleric
I've-
version.
I can't.
I've
yet.
took one as well.
I
So
have
we got
one.
4.
I have the clerical version memorized.
All right. Well, let's think of a way to
But
do dispelling and all that whatnot to him.
Gyatla says, if this is caused by a rune, I do have a way that I could do something about that, but I would have to get up close. She kind of grasps her staff in hand and says, this staff is extremely old. It's been in our realm for hundreds of years, but it has powers to destroy runes. I would have to touch the rune, though, or touch the one affected by the rune.
I could make you invisible, but they would still hear you. But you'd be invisible.
She kind of
Again,
gives you a sheepish smile. I can do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be best to bring you along so you can attempt that to see if that breaks whatever spell he's got that's changed him.
yeah,
but
that's.
we have to do it outside of parlay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, if people are trying to sneak around, I could do the opposite of sneaking around, if that helps.
You create a diversion for us.
Being
Yeah.
really, really blatant about your opinions.
I can't always sing insulting songs.
Mhm.
I know a few.
I think I could probably be really offensive.
Well, there is the idea again about challenging him to something, but I have no idea how to get him out of there, and I'm, no offense, Gatla, not sure how sneaky Gatla could be getting into a cave without being noticed.
Well, there's another way to go about this, but I don't know how
Well,
how everybody will take this. We could do, the challenge thing, and then say, hey, we think you're somebody else. Challenge us, or we challenge you to whatever. Come up with what we
couldn't
say.
Lafdul sneak in
basically
with
get
the
them to come
staff and
out,
attempt to use
but
it
it's
on
gonna
him, or is it
come
too big?
It's an 18-foot tall staff.
So we could
So-
just provoke them to come out and attack us and hold off
it's-
on them. Don't have to kill them.
If you can convey your thoughts to enough of their followers, their leader would have to accept the challenge, or he would lose face of his followers.
So the staff is about the size of one of those. What do you call it? You know how in Scotland they got that game where you throw those giant pillars of wood?
Never could reduce the staff, couldn't it?
Basically 3
Would
trunks.
that work?
Gyatla says, it might, but I don't think that I could really teach anyone else how to use it.
There,
You have to know
I
something
think-
about runes in the first place.
I could attempt to sway the reactions of the guards and some of his followers by doing a speech. Pretty
With-
much
With the power of song.
Well,
Is
no,
this
more
happening
like
during? Sorry.
Yeah, go. Let Sinrae finish first.
Okay.
there's always the idea that since I'm not sure I could actually use this ability to influence, to help somebody else have this influence, but pretty much go up and say we believe your leader is not who he says he is, and try to sway them, or at least get them to try to prove us wrong.
Oh, Higgimus will reach in his bag and pull out a potion. He's saying, "This is a filter of persuasiveness. That could probably."
It probably could.
The thought did cross my mind to put a potion of love. Potion of. Is it love? What's that potion called? Instead of his water vial. He might fall in love with the Cyclops because he keeps talking to that Cyclops.
You know, maybe the thing is that their leader has been replaced by a mountain giant.
I mean, that sucks for them, but
They need to know the truth.
We still need to reveal that this is,
Yeah, but
because otherwise a lot of innocent people are going to start getting hurt.
maybe saying that would get them more likely to believe us.
well, we have Sinrae's abilities there, and then we have this potion. So whoever can do the challenge thing.
While
and
it
then
doesn't
say,
say
we
so,
say-
I would allow the filter of glibness to increase the efficacy of a bard's reaction attempts.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
kind of that's very much in keeping with that item. And to be perfectly honest, the filter of glibness doesn't have a whole lot of actual game effects listed.
Yeah, I'm willing to make a try at it.
Problem with this is that we would have to basically do this while we are in parley.
We
So-
wouldn't have to do this while we were
Not
in
sure.
parley.
Not sure.
All I have to do is approach the gates and approach the guards and start talking about it.
Yep, I agree. That sounds.
Their honor, if any of them have any amount of honor, they're going to want to prove me wrong.
So,
And
what
if they
do you think you would tell them?
I would pretty much start with saying how I sympathize with their plight and wishing to overthrow the shackles of slavery, but to beware, for there is a wolf amongst their midst. Their leader is not who he says he is. Their leader is using their want for freedom for his own gains. He is shrouded in magic.
Okay.
But
That
they might argue that in
Well,
such
that's
a
why
way
we got the
that-
magic.
well, but this is
No,
also
but
like
as long as they're fighting for a cause that they believe in, they don't matter who's doing it necessarily.
if they believe that
But,
their leader is lying to them, that could definitely. I mean, like, wouldn't that matter to
question
you?
What's the alternative? They go back into
the
slavery.
question is,
find another leader.
how likely would they be believing a smaller folk against their word of their leader, who they have been for some time?
Right, but again, this is part of the point of having a bard do this.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's
Bards
also
have the
worth the
special ability
also-
to influence people.
It's anything is worth a try, Sinrae says.
And if you convince them, then we can cast dispel magic or something, and show them that their leader really is not what he
And
would like
even
them to believe.
even if we get him out
Sounds good.
and we can't convince them, but he still comes out to squash the puny elf talking, we still have him out.
Yes.
Or if they attack us, then, well, we have a reason to attack them back and try to use the spell magic on him that way.
If
Don't
they
have to necessarily kill them. We could just knock them out.
Yes.
Yes.
if they attack us, I would suggest that we fall back and try
Mhm.
to draw them out so that he comes out.
Yes.
And if he tries to stay away from us, we could say that he is showing that he is too cowardly because he doesn't want to be revealed for the liar he is.
And if he does come out, I'll look over the fire giant lady and I'll say, can your goal for the whole thing is be kind of stay out of it, and then if he does come out, use your staff against his item?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
stay
I
hidden.
can. I'd certainly be willing to do that.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Let's get this idea solid here. It sounds good to me so far, unless anybody else has any objections.
Gyatla speaks up briefly and says, I understand our differences of opinion with the lesser ones around here. Just so you understand, the Jarl's only concern would be the leader here.
We understand.
We
No,
just don't want to go on a killing spree. You understand?
Right, that's what I mean, is that, like, if the others choose to leave, I mean that I don't think that the Jarl would be too concerned about that.
Okay.
Well, the
Hopefully
Jarl
that's
did say to us that if the leader would surrender, everyone else would get amnesty.
Yeah, basically.
we
Once they
we
return.
have no one to put anybody back into slavery.
You know what, Sinrae, that'd be another thing to say is the Jarl will grant
You'll be
amnesty or-
you'll be free to join the Smiths or to go back to your homes.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
basically
will
what the
Choice
Jarl
to
told
make
us,
your
I
own
believe.
decision.
I will definitely add that in.
Mm-hmm. I think that'll make things a bit more favorable towards us.
Okay. Sinrae, what level are you?
I am level
6, ain't you? 7.
I am level 7.
So that'll be
Oh,
a
I can't
minus
roll so
2 by default to their saving throws because of your.
And
I got
I'll
one
hit you
brief
with double
question
potion.
before we start.
Yep.
I think there's a possibility that the person who's leading them now and who we think is Antifista might be two different people. So it's possible there is someone who's been tied up somewhere.
Oh, we
Well,
Well,
won't
there's
this
no
know.
person
one
is
in the
taken off.
cave. There was no room.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is he might have murdered someone and taken his identity,
Could be.
or he
Either
might
way.
have tied him up somewhere.
We haven't
Either
seen
way.
anything about
Bra-
that though.
Right,
We're
but
This
at
is
complication.
well,
It wouldn't
so
change.
hold on, Braxon. Lafdul's been in the cave. Assuming that he's seen everything that there is in the cave, he didn't report any sighting on that. So is there something that you want the rest of the party to keep in mind here about this?
Just that if this guy looks a certain way, there might have been someone who was originally the leader of this group who has been replaced.
that still doesn't change our plan.
No, it doesn't change our plan.
Okay.
But
Okay, we find the guy in the cave,
it
then
means we
we'll
might
see
need
what
to
the-
look for him later.
Well, we can cross that bridge when we find it.
Agreed.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I will cast Endure Heat on all the fighters so they can use their armors.
And I'm casting armor on myself.
Okay.
I've given Lafdul back his chainmail and taken
Yeah,
back my cloak.
Yeah,
wants the strength?
I also cast armor myself, but that's basically automatic.
Who wants strength? Nobody. Oh,
No,
well.
quite
I'll take
clearly
it.
nobody.
I'll take it.
The
Okay.
hesitation speaks volumes.
Solas has wanted always to
It took me a
feel
minute to
strong.
process what you said.
It's not a must. You can say no, and then I don't memorize it anymore.
I'll take it. It just took me a minute to process what you said because I wasn't entirely paying attention.
Okay.
Leva, why
What?
don't you ever cast it on your spell yourself?
I don't think it would help me very much.
Because
you
strength
throw your
gives
swings extra
because
hard.
strength gives different amounts based on what class it's used on.
Old? How would Leva end up if she casts strength on herself?
I believe
think
you
it
would get
1d4.
1d4 points.
Solas would get 1d6, I think, because he's dual class.
Yeah, he would get the best. So 1d6.
1d4. That would put me from 9 to at most 13. Wow.
So you're saying that Solas has the potential of doubling his strength?
I wouldn't
What?
want Leva to have strength in a combat situation anyway. Maybe if she's
Yeah.
like trying to haul her stuff along,
Yeah.
that's fine. But in a combat situation,
I'll
no.
take it.
I mean, that's one reason why it lasts so long, is that it really is a good thing for, especially someone like Solas, who has combat penalties, who really can't carry very much at all. Even
Yeah,
just
I
a
should
few points
probably
actually
study
does
them.
make a huge difference in how much you can carry. So far, it's primarily been cast for the combat benefits. But
Yeah. Solas, you can speak up if when I ask.
Well, I did say that Solas has always wondered how it feels like to be strong.
You can cast a spell yourself, can't you?
I haven't studied it.
You got draw upon holy might. You make yourself a little bit stronger.
you are at 1820 there, Ockar.
Okay.
Someone's excited about it. All right. Any other spells that you guys want to that anyone wants to cast?
I've updated my temporary
think,
healing potion and stuff.
That noise was my mom while I was stripping
I
over something.
That's fine.
Sounded like a dog to me.
Gyatla casts invisibility on herself.
Oh, I'm going to cast Idea, I guess, because I like that spell.
I think it's been too
wait.
recent since you
Yeah.
last cast it.
Hang on.
Because I think you can only cast that once per week.
Is it what?
Leva would,
Let me just check.
cast invisibility
6 hours.
herself.
Dang it. Alright. Idea.
I can say that I didn't cast it. Well,
I mean, I honestly don't
No.
think that there's anything that you're really forgetting.
yes,
I think
and
you guys...
I just waste the spell then. That's fair
Okay.
enough.
Then yeah. You, the thing that pops into your head is something that someone else has already thought of, so... There you
The
go.
whole challenging.
Well, to a certain extent, what that means is that what the dungeon master feels that you've got a decent plan, at least.
Yeah.
So... Alright, so you guys are gonna...
Wait.
Yep.
Leva would like to cast invisibility on herself.
On yourself, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I had heard you say something and then slipped my mind. Okay. You vanish from view.
Okay.
Any other preparations? So, Sinrae, you have the Potion of Glibness. You'll take that before you do the speaking.
Yes.
Okay.
I will pray to Tyr for good fortune.
Okay.
Do we have trees in the area?
Yeah, you're in a heavily forested area.
Okay.
I'll give Braxon my ring of freedom movement again.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
That's
And I'll be
protection
wearing.
against aging.
Yeah, and then I'll be wearing my ring of fire resist and ring of water stuff.
Okay. Should have thought of making a token for Wall of Ice. Oh well. I'll have to think about that next time, later.
Well, I mean, it has so many different
Yeah.
shapes and everything. So
Well,
you could
I
always
thought
just
that
draw
would
a
be
blue
hard for you.
box. That's what I do.
Yeah, I know. It's just more fun. I made a few others, but I mean, I'd really only need 2 because I can just resize them. But all right, so you guys head towards the camp, the cave.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna drag you guys all in. Go ahead and reposition yourselves if you want to be in a different situation kind of thing. Stay close to the corner, please.
Okay.
So, like, is Sinrae going to be in the front, walking towards, and like everyone in kind of a path with you, like behind
Yes.
you?
Sinrae is going to be walking.
I'll let her be a little bit in front so that it's clear that she's going to be the one that's speaking. I just
Okay.
want to be
Yep.
up there so I can intercept if stuff goes into the proverbial can.
Yeah. What I'm just going to like move you to a point where you would, or you can tell me that you're stopping or something like that. So, I want you to be like where you'd be with everyone else. Like,
So
why
let's
is
try to
Braxon
be
so far
about
away
as
from
middle
everyone
as
else?
possible.
Why is Braxon so far away from everyone else? For
I
example.
thought that was just a few feet.
Well, it's more than a few feet. That's like 30 feet.
Well,
20
it's a
feet.
tree. It's a tree. All right. I wanted Braxton to move to a tree. I can move him back here. He can move to a tree.
Well, I'm just is obviously Leva and Gyatla are invisible. Everyone else, are you going in a group openly, or are some people trying to sneak, hide? What?
I'm not trying to sneak or hide. I'm just
Right.
trying to.
Sinrae and Higgimus, I've gotten the impression are like just striding boldly forth to, like, confront them, speak to them, kind of thing.
I'll walk with them.
Okay, so you'll be up.
Just
You and Bielmo, like a bit behind, flanking kind of thing.
yeah, with my spear on my back.
Kind of like we're bodyguards or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And shield on and armor ready, all that stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, if someone wants to be doing something else, like sneaking or something like that, that's what I'm asking. Or are you going
my
as a
plan,
group?
my plan is to stay silent and use the take evil intent on him to
Okay.
to tell when they're about to backstab us.
Right, but you're just joining. You're going with the open group, and I'm asking if
Yeah.
anyone else is planning to try and sneak. Like, that's my question here.
The one sneaky guy.
Well, no, I mean,
Go ahead.
but like Braxon could be trying to stay behind the trees and just move from tree to tree.
Yeah.
That's kind of sneaking. That's the kind of thing that I'm asking. Otherwise, I'm just going to be putting
Braxon-
you with the group and moving you up to a point where you'd
Could
be
I
calling forth and
Everybody
calling them
stares at Lafdul, waiting for
hang
him to
on?
say he's
I
gonna
say
do
to
something.
Higgimus, could I borrow your spyglass and I'll just go in the
I
I don't
trees
have my
and spy?
spyglass.
He leaves it on the
Oh.
ship.
That thing's expensive if it gets broken.
Yeah, you should keep it in a pouch. Like my dice are very expensive.
Braxton wants to move from tree to tree. Having
Okay.
said that, there is a big tree in front of us.
You gonna do a Tarzan, going rope to rope?
Well, yeah, I figured he could climb up to the branches.
You just jump up.
He could jump up, yeah.
Solas will follow the group, but he will stay clearly so that if there is a fight, there is someone in front of him.
Oh, wait.
Question: Is this stuff overgrown? Is this
It's
bushes
tree,
and stuff?
shrubbery.
No, it's a smaller tree than the ones down here, kind of thing.
Right.
So it's
but
still a
it
tree.
Looks like there's...
Like, to a certain extent, that's more like what, like, to the giants, that would be a small brushy tree. To you, it's more of a normalish tree, whereas these over here kind of remind you of a small redwood.
What I mean is that stuff on the ground, or is that supposed to be stuff above our heads?
It's supposed to be stuff above you, which is
Right.
why it doesn't block your vision that much.
Right.
So, okay, so Braxon, what tree would you be, like, when the party gets up to kind of where they were before?
He wants to go for this one.
Okay, and are you going to then move to another tree as the party advances? Because,
Yeah.
like, Sinrae and the rest are planning to just, like, stride up and talk to them.
Yep.
Okay. And Lafdul, what are you doing?
Can I get up and Hang on. I kind of wanted to go in a tree and see if I could get a vantage point, but I think Braxon's sort of doing that.
You could do that as well.
Well, he's not getting into a tree. He's currently staying behind the tree to kind of stay out of sight and act as I guess a surprise if things go badly.
Lafdul's gonna be up against. Can he? No, thing is, I know where vaguely some of the guards are. This is how we're approaching, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of assume that you're gonna you're coming in from that direction, and then kind of go through here, and then over to where you met Antistophus before, and like call them to come out and speak to them, but not in a parley situation.
Not doing anything surreptitious that would draw even more suspicion towards us. I'll just be the side guard to Leva.
Well, Leva's invisible, so...
Oh, well, I'll be on the side of the majority of the party that I can see.
Okay. And Leva, are you trying to keep up with the group, or are you hanging back?
No, I'm keeping up.
Okay.
I want to see this guy, and when I see him, I want to cast Dispel Magic on him.
Okay.
Well, after Sinrae's speech.
Okay. Gyatla has said that she'll try to circle around the side, and once things start happening, she'll try to get up close and use her staff to hopefully break a rune if it's on him.
If she was visible, Leva would keep up with her, but as she is invisible as well, there's not really a way of telling where she is.
Just as a backup plan, casters, do you guys have the spell magics prepared?
Yes, they do.
All of us do.
That's good.
We're going to cast it on you, so you lose everything you own.
No. What I mean is, we may need it as a backup plan if it turns out the thing on him is not a rune.
Yes, that was the plan. Solas,
Okay.
question?
Was Dispel Magic considered as a hostile spell?
Yes.
For invisibility. Okay.
Yes. The plan was that Ockar would go in and wrestle with him, and then they would cast all the Dispel Magic on Ockar and.
On Ockar, yes.
Wait, wrestle? I thought I was going to fight with a weapon.
All right, Braxon, since you are choosing to do something different, you're just going to have to try and keep up and position yourself where you want to be as I move the rest of the group.
Yep.
All right, so you guys advance up, and as you do so, one of the smaller Verbeeg comes out from behind the tree and calls you to stop and says, "You've returned. What do you want?"
Hail, good sir. We come to speak with you and your fellows. But not in parley this time. I have something that I think you all need to hear.
He eyes you suspiciously. Well, all right. You can tell me now, and I can convey it to the rest.
Oh, I think most of your fellows will want to hear this. I have taken the potion and...
Are you going to keep going? Like, keep walking?
Yes.
Kind of just... Okay.
I'm going to keep walking.
All right.
And
that
when she's...
should only be a -2 penalty to the saving throw, just so you know.
Okay. She's just going to keep walking forward.
Yeah, I'll move you guys together, because everyone said they're kind of keeping together.
Yeah, she's pretty much going to start the main thrust of the speech when she can see a bit more people.
Okay. He starts kind of moving to keep up with you and kind of doing a... hey, wait now, you're not supposed to... You know, kind of flustered, clearly not expecting you to just kind of ignore his order to stop. So you get down over here. He is following. You can shift around a bit if you want to be in slightly better positioning. and Etten comes out from behind a tree, and he's standing up on a hill, and another Verbeeg comes over. And there's another Verbeeg who comes out. And you see from down near the cave mouth, some of the smaller Cyclops come up to see what all of the commotion is.
And she's going to start her speech with pretty much what I told you, because
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do this on the fly at the moment.
No, that's fine. I generally just need the gist, not like the specific things that you're saying.
Yeah.
Braxon, are you staying all that way back, or are you gonna move up?
Where is Braxon?
He
I didn't
is
even see him.
pretty far back.
Oh, I thought you were moving us all as a group.
I was moving everyone except for him, since he wasn't moving with the group. All right. So you start speaking to the giants. I assume you're projecting, trying to like not quite shout, but trying to be as loud as possible in case anyone in the
Yes.
cave.
Center of attention.
Yeah. All right.
She is projecting her voice.
All right.
That's not
And
drawing
being-
weapons, and they'll listen at the very
Yeah,
least.
she's being very. She's using lots of big hand gestures as well.
They have their
Spellcaster!
weapons. They all have their weapons at the ready, but since you're not just like coming in weapons out, I mean, charging them
Got
to
their hands on the
attack,
hill.
they're just being very, very wary. Some more figures are coming out from the cave, and you are performing your speech. All right, so you start talking, and let me start making some saving throws. Let's see.
I have never really used my enthrall spell, but this would essentially do the same thing, though, wouldn't it?
Kind of. I'd have to go look at it. I mean, it is similar effect, yes.
I am captivating them with the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
And you
And I'm
take
not asking them to
potion.
lend me their ears. This is not Robin Hood Men in Tights, and I'm not going to ask them to lend me their ears.
All right. There is definitely some mumbling and grumbling amongst them. They're talking. The Etten comes down. None of you know what exactly they're saying, but they're clearly more. Now they've moved together. They're clearly talking amongst themselves. You can detect some arguing, and are you gonna just keep talking while they're doing that?
Yeah, she's going to keep talking. One of the things she is going to also add in is would a leader that truly wants freedom bring your planet to the brink of war again?
You'd probably say
Well-
lands, just so you know.
Lands, yeah.
During this, I'm going to be watching them using my detect evil intent. See if I get any pings.
You are not detecting any evil intent from them at the moment, but as they're arguing, Antistophus comes out, flanked by some more of the Verbeeg. And he calls out, "Just what is going on here?"
Ah, Antistophus. Just the man I wish to see. There are some doubts if you are indeed what you say and what you seem to be. Not only do I question why would such a leader who wishes only the best for his people wish to bring about war, and why someone with so few troops would think of a revolt that could end in the death of all he wishes to free. These men could go free right now. They could go back to their homes, the Jarl has said.
So you
The
don't
only
know
one he...
where, real fast, you don't know where Gyatla is? Does anyone want to immediately cast a Dispel Magic on him? Or are you guys going to wait and let her take the first action?
I am letting this role play out a bit.
I'm letting Sinrae.
Because I'm interested to
Continue?
see what he'll say.
Me too.
Yeah, and casting Dispel Magic at the moment might
Literally get
cause,
arrows thrown at us. Or whatever.
might
Yeah.
cause the giants to forget what Sinrae is saying.
I'm deferring to Sinrae too.
It might, but it might, if it works, it might also prove the point.
Prove my point, yes. She's also, remember, being a distraction to get him out, so you guys can do this.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Sinrae, Leva sort of walks up to you. You can't see her, and
Yeah,
she whispers to you. Maybe you could give us a sign when you want us to do the spell casting.
Okay. Like she sort of gives a nod.
The problem though is that you don't know that it'll work, so
Yeah.
it kind of works better as just
Yeah,
do
a surprise.
it. And if it, I mean, it won't necessarily be noticed when you're casting the spell, especially since like Leva's invisible and stuff like that. Leva, you could also be hiding behind a tree when you do it, or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes, but you see, Sinrae is still talking. She hasn't finished her speech yet.
Yeah, you guys can do it
and I don't want to really interrupt her, because if she really gets the people under her spell, under her song, then it would be dumb to interrupt them.
That's entirely up to you. You're the spellcasters. You decide to. If they're deciding that they're not casting it, then they're deciding they're not casting it. That's fine. That's why I was asking. So, Sinrae, you speaking directly to Antistophus, and he responds, "What ridiculous lies are you spreading?"
You, sir, are cloaked in all matters of magic, and if you are what you say you are, then surrender. All of these men and women will go free back to their homes. You are the only one that they want. Surrender yourself. Let cooler heads negotiate possibly the freedom of all slaves in a manner that will not end in slaughter.
Freedom will only be achieved when those who oppress are overthrown.
Oh, sir, so you think. My mother's people keep slaves. My mother's people have always kept slaves. They make slaves of other races. They make slaves of each other. And you know what it ends in? Bloodshed. A never-ending cycle of bloodshed.
And bloodshed is what you'll get here if you keep spreading your lies. Turn these people out. They're insects. Get rid of them. They're
casting this spell magic.
Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah, and Sinrae's like, if you are truly the leader you say you are, then surrender. Spare these men.
All right, give me a d20 from Lafdul and Leva, please.
I will save mine for a later. If they
do. 15s, well, Leva's got a higher level than me.
Well, it depends on her level variation.
Oh, yeah. -5.
No, +5. +5.
How does that work? Is it plus? Is that always static, the plus and minus?
I roll a d20.
Changes? No. The variation never changes beyond plus or minus.
Well, there's no greater change or
levels
other than a 5, but it can be +1, +2, +3, or +4, or +5.
Yeah, but it doesn't go to +6, +7, +8 with higher levels. That's what I was referring to.
All right. So you two start casting your spell. What is the casting time on both of those?
Mine's 6, hers is 3.
Okay. They go off almost simultaneously, so you're not really sure whose effect it is, but all of a sudden there's kind of a glimmering motes of light around Antistophus, and all of a sudden his form begins to melt and shift, rather than the kind of metal-skinned individual who was there. His form is replaced by a somewhat more brutish figure with a more sloping forehead and a scraggly beard. And he is clearly a different, somewhat smaller figure. And there are gasps and shouts amongst the giants arrayed before you. And in a different voice, Antistophus shouts out, "Hey, kill these liars and cheats! Murder them now!"
Look at him! He has clearly been tricking all of you by hiding his true form. Can you really trust someone like him?
Is this truly the way a good leader acts?
At this
Think,
point,
men.
It's initiative time.
We got to start rallying them against their leader.
Well, there's
Turning them.
definitely confusion. You do not know who has been
side?
truly swayed yet. I mean, you'll probably know pretty quickly based on who starts attacking you and who doesn't. But hold on. Wait, actually, you're probably in there because... Nope, you were not in there.
Can you add me?
Just roll again and
forgot to
modify
click
your
it.
number.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot that I need to roll as well.
I'm just gonna roll this without him. Oh, it's the exact same roll. But
What would my bard ability modifier be for initiative again?
3, but remember you're up close, and you might be a target for people coming to attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to attack.
Do I do a spell that causes mass damage? It's like, no, probably not the best idea.
yeah, not the best idea here because we got some allies.
Maybe, potentially.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. That's wrong.
Well, it's a success is if they stay out of the battle too.
Yeah.
You
So
just keep convincing them until they stop attacking you. If you don't throw weapons at them, then they won't attack you eventually.
can I be on
hopefully.
Beowulf's back before this?
No, because you didn't say so.
Oh, can I hop on his back and then charge in on my turn?
Mounting him would be your action.
So I can't mount him and then have him start running?
Not really.
Just let him. Wow.
Well,
It's up
then
to
I
you.
guess I'll just head in normal with him. My plan was to charge the Antithesis.
I am done.
Okay, I am almost done. Okay. All right, looks like Ockar, you were going first, mounting up Beowulf.
Yeah,
Okay.
since I can't move.
And
Oh, well, I'm going to mount up and get my long spear at the ready.
all right. Next up is Solas.
I'm casting mirror image.
Okay, go ahead and roll for the number of images, and you can just go ahead and
It's 1d4 plus 2, isn't it?
something like that. Depends on your level.
Isn't it every 2 levels?
I think so.
So I have 5 images.
Mirror image is such an amazing spell.
Until it hits the right one, it ends up being a worthless spell.
Well, it's still worth it as long as one image remains, because it still gives every other attack the possibility of missing.
Mirror
It's
image is only
3
bad
levels,
as
by
if
the
you're
way.
going in somewhere invisible, because then the extra images don't matter.
Solas?
They all go invisible.
It's +1 for every 3 levels.
He's
Is
got
that
4
changing it?
images on. Yeah,
What
he's
level
got
are you?
4.
I'm
5
level
not to mention.
5.
All right, so yeah, it's
Then it's 4.
Still not bad.
Also, I just realized I meant to say something earlier. Ockar, you should be 1 hit point higher because of rest. I think you were the only one who was injured.
I thought I already fixed that. I was at 47 before
okay.
I got me rested, and I was at 48.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't say anything, so I wasn't sure. I didn't notice.
I took care of it.
Suddenly, Gyatla appears behind Skoldrung. I kind of gave something away. Behind Antistophus.
You told us a name!
No one noticed anything.
We can't
I
guess
didn't
that.
say anything. I didn't say anything. And since he has already changed form, her attempt to ruin his like, this is all kind of happening at the same time. She was clearly moving up, ready to you know, try and break his rune.
Was she flying?
No, she was just moving. She was walking. She was invisible.
Thud.
She moved around the back. That's why it took so long. But she does strike with her staff, and you do hear a kind of a magical crack sound. And you see that Antistophus was pulling out a wooden mallet, and it splits apart and shatters in his hand into wooden splinters, and he howls with rage. Sinrae, your turn.
Sinrae she's going to keep talking and pretty much telling the giants, we are not your enemies. You can go back to your homes. We will deal with him.
Are you moving a bit behind people?
Yeah, she's moving a bit back.
Okay.
She's not.
Where did you look?
All right.
She's not going to attack yet.
Leva, your turn.
Leva casts magic missiles, all on Antistophus.
Okay.
Antistophus, yes.
We just kill him on the first turn, and this combat should end straight away.
That would be nice, yeah, maybe.
I was thinking, they're all lined up for a nice fireball. It's a shame we don't know which one's allies.
All right, level -2.
7, 4.
7. -2 is 5.
No, what level are you?
You cast 4 magic missiles, 7, you're 7th
Oh, okay.
level.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry. Sure.
Huh?
Wow. All right. 4 missiles streak out of your fingers and smash into his form as he had been turning to look at Gyatla. It appears that the Verbeeg were not swayed by Sinrae's words, because one of them moves up towards you, Lafdul, and he is swinging his... he's going to try to stab you with his spear.
It's not very nice. Stop it. I only got an armor class -1 without my shield.
Look, I'm just hoping that the acid was swayed in the Cyclopses. The Verbees aren't really as bad.
I mean, they're still giants. They still have strength.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
does
but
manage
they're
to connect with you, Lafdul, hitting you
times.
for 6 points of damage. Were you casting?
Yep.
And
I thought...
that spell gets disrupted.
Can I hit him back?
Nope.
Alright.
Higgimus, another Verbeeg is moving up and striking at you.
About that.
But he misses.
Do I lose a spell component? Because it's a go.
No, you don't lose a
Electrical.
spell component. You just lose a spell.
I rarely get interrupted.
It's not like if you're casting lightning bolt, they smash the copper tube or whatever.
Glass tube, I think.
No, I mean it's not about. I mean, unless you were caught in an area of effect spell, there's no real need to micromanage and determine whether your spell component gets destroyed. So, Ockar, you're mounting Bjolmolf, and 2 Verbeeg move up to strike you with their spears. One of them misses. And the other one also misses.
Aha! Take that.
This Verbeeg moves up and tries to stab you, Higgimus.
Okay.
But he misses. These 3 Verbeeg move to intercept Gyatla.
I want to make sure she doesn't die.
Might be a good idea. Might be a good idea.
She's not the best armor class in the world.
Alright, so she gets hit for that much.
Verbeeg, the more intelligent ones, aren't there?
You don't know for sure.
As a player knowledge, they might have been more stupider ones.
Oh, they're definitely the more crafty ones.
Yeah.
And, yeah, all 3 of them have hit her.
Oh no.
She's a wizard. She has to get out of there.
Yeah, well, she used her invisibility to...
The 2-headed Etten, it's hard to say for sure, but you think he hurls some curses at Antistophus. He looks at you and kind of waves his hands and makes a beeline away from you guys. He's going up this way.
He doesn't want to fight.
I don't blame
I'm
him.
good with that.
If he doesn't want to get involved, it's fine.
All right, Lafdul,
Looks
so you've
like-
lost your spell.
Yeah,
Looks like-
XP's walking away.
Hey, we did
Looks
a good
like he's
deed.
in.
One of them got away.
Looks like the Ettin's in 2 minds about who to support.
I don't think he is,
Oh,
though.
God.
I don't think he is.
Braxon, he's gonna start deducting XP.
All right.
Also to Lafdul, I think you get XP also if you can manage to avoid combat.
Higgimus, your turn.
I'll get a lot of
Alright, I
XP
call
if I
upon the
still
power
stuff.
caller.
Okay.
Damn.
4 extra hit points.
Braxton loses 1 million XP for that joke.
It wouldn't be
Oh,
level
you
1.
put it in there for me. Thank you.
He'd be level 0.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, somebody else did.
Oh, those might not have
Oh.
been removed from the last time when you weren't here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which
Okay
kind of
with-
says that
with
we
that.
didn't exactly have much combat while you were... No, we did. Maybe you didn't get hit. I don't know, whatever.
We ended that combat, didn't we, on the 2 sessions ago?
Yeah, but he wasn't here. All right. The small Cyclops, they kind of group together, seeing the Etten go away and seeing what's going on. They basically do much the same as the Etten, and they're like, we don't want any part of this.
Smart
Okay with
Cyclopses.
All right, Braxon, you're pretty far away.
Yep. That's why Braxton chose a bow and arrow.
Okay.
They're gonna go for Braxon. He's an easy one.
Easy
He
target.
can't hit anything.
No, I'm just wondering whether I can move and see anything.
Do you
Because of these
realize
shadows.
what's going on?
You can move like 10 feet and keep
What's
your
that like
your
there?
2 arrows. But if you move any
Plus 15.
more than that, you only get 1 attack.
Yeah.
And you're using a short bow?
Oh, that's the bad guy. Is that the
Yeah,
bad
shoot
guy?
the bad, shoot the bad
Oh,
guy.
I can get to him. Yeah, I'm using the magical
This is-
short bow thingy.
Yes, this is the bad man.
Okay.
It looked like you pinged Lafdul. Lafdul's not bad.
I didn't
promise.
pick Lafdul.
I pinged the thing next to you.
Yeah, no.
The thing next. No, I pinged this guy,
Yep. All right.
and I got told that was him.
Now that is
let's-
medium range.
That's
got a
well,
minus-
it's
Oh,
always
he rolled
got
an 18.
Probably doesn't matter with that attack roll. That's a hit.
right. Right. So what do I do with this bow?
Isn't it long range like -8, medium -4?
So long.
No, it's -2 and -5.
Oh, I thought it was a lot worse than that.
No. I mean, -5 is pretty bad. -2 is pretty bad, too.
Yeah. So what I do 1d6 plus 1 by the look of it.
Let's use it magic. You got... Actually, no, I don't think you got to build it out to your strength.
It's a magic bow that he hasn't used much. It's a +1. You
Mm.
halfling bow.
All right. An arrow embeds itself in his flesh for
Can
6
can
damage.
Braxon shout out something?
Sure.
Braxon shouts out, "Who are you and what have you done with the real Antifista?"
No one knows who Antifista is.
Antifist.
Antithesis.
Antithesis.
See, this is the best part I've decided about this game is getting you guys to mispronounce all the NPC names.
Was I mispronouncing him?
Where's the
Yes.
real atheist?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not. Some of you have gotten pretty close, but anyway. All of a sudden, you see the giant formerly known as Antistophus hold up one of his hands in a fist, and a ring on his hand glows briefly, and all of a sudden his figure morphs again into a roughly humanoid form made entirely of earth.
Ew.
Oh.
I'm not sure why I said ew, but that was my first reaction.
Well,
Nice.
it looks kind of gross.
Oh, does he? Oh, that's.
I'm gonna look back at the. I'm thinking. I think I can make it to
Yeah.
him, but I would suffer attacks of opportunity.
And you'd leave poor Sinrae and Levy vulnerable.
Second
I-
attack
Very-
from Braxon.
One second. I forgot about my second attack. Oh, let's not roll a d29.
Is it the? I
Oh,
was going to
that's a
say
miss.
the famed school of the Miak.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Lafdul.
Yeah.
But, your arrow comes in and it kind of clatters and skitters off the earthen body of this creature. And it is time to roll initiative.
Hmm.
Oh damn!
Hmm. Braxon wouldn't be able to charge that much, would he? I'd have to
You'd have to drop your bow.
Yeah, you would have to
Yeah.
drop your bow and draw another weapon as you charged.
Yeah, but I don't think you can charge that far.
I accidentally didn't put the modifier on the roll, so I changed my
Okay.
result on the track.
Do I?
Oh,
So, Braxon, would you be talking about charging down to Skoldrung? Or the...
yeah, but I don't think I can charge that far. So I was going
Yeah,
to
you
do
can.
both
You can.
another round.
You can.
I just had a
Yeah.
wonderful
You
idea.
can.
Did any
You
of you
got 12.
did any of you prepare fireball?
Yeah, I've already mentioned that to Lava.
Yes.
Fireball the big giant.
And what do I do with Gyalta?
Yeah,
Isn't she
Galta's-
immune to fire?
You might actually heal her. We don't know that. We never asked.
She's a fire giant. I imagine they're immune to fire.
Not magical fire, though.
Do you know
The
that
thing
for
is-
sure?
No.
Actually, my roll's not showing up.
I don't know.
Well, you don't have to
Also,
catch
she
her
might
in the
be.
blast.
Also,
It's,
she
20-foot
might
radius.
not like fire destroying her items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what? Hang on, Ald. Were you saying I can get to these guys to fight these guys?
No, you can get all the way down to Antistiphus.
Oh, right,
You
okay.
can charge it.
Yeah, you can charge at your movement plus 50%.
Okay.
You take a minus 2 penalty to your armor class, but you get a plus 2 bonus to hit.
Yeah,
I would do
and then
it.
this guy gets an attack of opportunity, I think.
Someone probably will, yes.
Can he just run and jump over them?
I
try
would
and
not.
steer it.
You would not be able to use your boots while with a charge because you'd have to
Yeah.
land at the end and you can't continue the charge after that.
All right. Okay.
Braxon,
well,
I recommend you either charge or you charge to where I am so I can charge him myself.
yeah. I rolled 11 with a bow, but I would have done the sword. So I should redo that with the sword, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
'Cause
So,
it's
are
got-
you
Well,
gonna
you
go
can
for the
you
big
can
bad?
Adjust
look at
the-
your number and just change the modifier. You know what you rolled.
Hang on.
Braxton, who do you plan to go for? The big bad or take over for me so I can charge the big bad with my
Big
wolf?
bad. Big bad.
Okay. Then I'll stay here and protect the casters.
Hang on. Where's my? So
At least until the two guys in front of me are dead, and then I'll run in to join you.
I mean, we also have Higgimus, and
Hang
I'm
on,
not
I'm
a-
just trying to figure out the speed.
Yeah, but Higgimus is kind of...
It's a third up the top.
Higgimus has his own two to deal with, and I don't think he can deal with all 5 of them at once.
Oh, the flaming sword is 5 instead of 7. So would that be
Just
2
subtract
lower?
Yeah.
2 lower.
Right. Right. Thanks.
Actually, does this axe swing faster if it's a +4? Just out of curiosity, would it get a +4 to its speed?
That would be a -4.
Yeah, or whatever.
It depends on the individual speeds. Did you make your change, Braxton?
I did.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, Lafdul.
I assume you only draw one weapon at a time.
Yeah.
All right, then I will just swing with my one short sword against this guy who stabbed me. I will stab him back. We'll try.
So close.
Not such a good roll. I think 14 or maybe 13.
What's your THACO?
14.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Considering that you were trying to cast last round, you're kind of flustered and you were not able to make your weapon connect. Leva, your turn.
Magic missiles on Antistophus, or whatever this is.
Okay.
We got the artillery at the back here launching magic missiles.
Yeah, this.
Level -3.
Oh, phew.
Still full though, isn't it?
That's
Oh
still
no,
4.
Is it?
No, it's
No, it's
you're
7
level
is
6.
4, so it's 3.
Level's feeling underpowered today.
Yes, definitely.
And yet it still does the same amount of damage as the 4. 3 missiles streak out of your fingers around the tree and slam into the back of this towering humanoid form of Earth. Sinrae.
Sinrae is going to attack the one that's on Lafdul.
With a bow.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, shoot laughed on the back.
All right. What's your THACO?
Mine is
No,
1, but
five.
from
THACO
No,
for
THACO.
Sinrae.
Who wants mine? Want mine or his?
Yours. You're the one who's
You're
attacking.
17.
attacking.
All right.
17.
Unfortunately, you do miss.
Damn. Yes, dog. Damn.
Braxon.
Beowulf, he's running around with a limb.
So you are charging straight down to Antistophus.
Yep.
Okay.
The fake Antistifist.
As you are passing by, one of the Verbeegs attempts to stab you with his spear. And that is going to be a hit.
Oh, nice.
But it does not stop your charge.
Okay.
That is a loud dog.
Sorry.
I'd say Beowulf's really happy
Yeah,
with that.
11 points of damage as you are rushing by there, Braxon.
Ouch. That's where Braxon hit a tree. It had a dangerous bark.
Boo.
It's got a thorn stuck in its paw.
All right, keep moving your token down.
Yeah. All right, this is where I die.
Maybe.
And get your attack roll in. You get a +2 bonus to it.
You've not died yet, have you?
Nearly. This will be where I throw my weapon away, of course.
Close
quite.
enough.
Not quite, but that was a rather good miss.
That is unfortunately not enough to hit. Just as you're coming up and slashing with your flaming blade, your foot hits a divot in the ground and kind of twists you around. Doesn't injure you, but throws you off balance, and you miss. Gyatla, seeing that you guys are nowhere close by, is
Braxon is now.
well, yes, but she also
Braxon's
sees how
insignificant,
effective
apparently.
that was,
Yeah.
and she is backing off. She's going to take the attacks of opportunity, and she is parrying, so she is gaining a bonus to her armor class. Antistifis tries to smash her with an earthen fist, but fails.
Would that give Braxton an attack of opportunity?
No.
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 It's worth
Not
a
a
try.
And she is very lucky and able to fend off a number of the blows as she's backing off, but one does get through. For, let's see, that is... Oh, good. Lucky her. Only 9 points of damage.
She's still up.
And
Yeah, but
she
if they're
is
using
pulling back
spears-
this way. Okay.
Aren't spirits like 3d6 versus giants?
3d6, no. Normal spears are 1d6, 1d8.
Oh.
These small cyclops say they're just like, we're done here. We're not interested. However, there are a pair who come out of the cave to see what's going on. They have not heard Sinrae's speech. They just see their allies and a strange earthen beast fighting you guys. It looks like they're ready to join in the fight. And the Verbeeg are getting some attacks. So first, Ockar. What is your armor class, Ockar?
2. I don't know what the bonus for my armor is yet.
Okay. Well, you were able to fend off their attacks. Higgimus.
Okay.
You unfortunately do get hit by each of them.
Oh, no.
So 2 me, 2 you, one from the left, one from the right.
Yeah, unfortunately, calling on the power of your sword apparently has left you open. The first one hits you for 9 points of damage.
Owie.
And the other one hits you for 10 points of damage.
Ow.
You see, you hear the glee in Old's voice as he was saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I get to use the D8 rather than the D6. You're taking the same amount of damage that Gyatla was. All right, Ockar, your turn.
Crap. I look to these guys. I look to what Braxton's facing. And I go into my mind palace for a second to think.
You skip a turn.
Nope. And then, okay, let's see. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Really?
Braxton, I'm coming! And I'm going to charge the earthen beast.
Wow. Lever
Look at
and
what he's
Sinrae
saying.
and
And Leva
Solas are
open
all
to
going to
attack.
remember that.
Okay, so 2 attacks of opportunity.
2. Oh, Braxton only had 1.
Yeah, he's running past 2.
Yeah, well, you just ran past 1. Ockar's
Yeah,
currently in
okay.
melee range with 2, and he's not going to get close to the ones
Okay.
that Higgimus is facing. However, Ockar, I swear you are incredibly lucky because they kind of entangle themselves in each other's spears, and one accidentally stabs the other for 5 points of damage.
Oh, they can fight amongst themselves now. Clearly, we're no threat.
So, and then I rush in to do a charging stab with my long spear.
Okay.
So, do I get any bonuses for doing the charge?
+2 to hit.
Okay. And I have that strength, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to get a +3 to hit because +2 from charge and +1 from the strength.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just roll and then see, because sometimes a number is clearly a hit, even without bonuses.
So you just want me to roll the d20?
Yeah, and if we need to add, then we can add. What's your Thacker?
My THACO for this weapon is 10, so you add 3 on there, it would be 11 for my attack roll.
You
That
adjusted for
is
your strength.
just a hit.
Okay, any bonus, and other than my strength, any bonuses to damage from the charge?
No, I don't think so. Let me double check, actually.
You're using a spear. Lance.
Long
Yes.
spear.
How have you only got +3 to hit?
Then you don't get... You get
The
a
rest of
bonus
it's
for a
calculated into
charge,
the
not...
THACO.
Certain weapons do increased damage when charging, but that's not a long
Okay, yeah,
spear.
that would be my lance, and I'm not using the lance at the
Right.
moment. Okay, so this would be 3d6 plus 7 plus the extra 2 from strength, so that'd be 3d6 plus 9.
Yep. 21 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your spear embeds itself in the earthen form of this creature, and it's beginning to turn back to you. Solas, your turn.
Is
I'm
it stuck
casting
in the
Dispel
earthen
Magic.
No, it's not.
form,
It's
or-
not stuck. You're able
Okay,
to pull it out.
good.
That's just fluff. Solas, what were you saying?
Dispel magic on the big guy.
Okay.
You're trying to revert the form. Might work.
I roll.
D20.
Yep, get high. Wow.
Oh.
Oh,
You
Even enough to
see
look at
no
that.
effect whatsoever.
Well, at least I tried.
This Etten up here, continuing on, wanting no part of the party going on back here. And however, another two-headed form comes out of the cave. Again, not having been part of Sinrae's speech.
There's also a Cyclops in there.
Yeah, you have
a
not
giant
seen that one
Cyclops.
yet. You have not seen that one yet, have you?
No. I told the party there's a Cyclops in there.
You know,
I
with
know
each
that. I'm
giant-
just saying, you
you know-
haven't seen him yet.
You know, with each giant that comes out of that cave, I feel better and better about my decision.
Say that until Lever gets 2 critical hits against her or something.
Higgimus, your turn.
I believe in Higgimus.
All right, so I need
1v4.
to get rid of these things quickly, if I can. I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me
Okay.
with my sword.
They are large creatures.
Okay.
Thaco?
My Thaco is 13.
That's a hit.
Okay.
You smash his face with your with a cut with your sword. For 23 points of damage. He is clearly injured, but not dead.
That's sad.
Oh, it's going to take me a few rounds to kill mine, then.
So Ockar, the earthen creature, turns around and a great big massive fist comes smashing down your way. And that's a hit.
Okay. Tell me how much I take.
Yep, I need more dice.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, that was a crit.
No,
Was
I
that
just needed I just didn't have them all out.
Oh no!
You should have stayed up there.
Yeah, let Braxon take this damage.
Braxton's got
Alright,
most
pick
hit
this.
points.
I already picked this fight. I can't back down now.
21
Well,
points of damage.
Ooh.
Not too bad.
This
Well,
massive
life, though.
fist slams into you, and it's painful. It's painful.
I can't back down now. I'm a paladin of Tyr. I have to keep fighting.
Now you see the larger Cyclops come out of the cave. All right, let's see. Braxon, you get your second attack.
Yep. Braxton's going to want to taunt him again if he's got time.
Okay.
Oh, 15.
That is a hit.
Okay. So I think I do 1d12 plus, what's it for?
Unfortunately, Leva, their combat is already in progress. All right, so 11 points of damage. You see some chips of earth flake off of the thing that seems to turn into blood as it leaves its body.
Braxon yells out, "Did you murder Antistophist in his sleep?"
You're just lying. Well, it might work.
No, that's what he already said he believed. He's going to keep shouting stuff like that.
All right, Ockar, your turn. Second attack.
Okay. So that would be, let's see. Yeah, that would be 11, and the Thaco is 10.
That is a hit.
Okay.
All right, so 20 points of damage as you sink your spear into the earthen form. And let's see, Higgimus, second attack from you.
Yay.
Actually, Ockar, did you get a second? You shouldn't have gotten a second attack with that spear, should you?
Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't. That's next turn.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry.
Can we just save that?
No.
Oh.
Still mega? Okay.
Still your second attack. That's a hit.
That's it. Yay.
The one right in front of you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just cut him right down, and he is dead.
I look
Collapses.
over the one to my right and I say, "Get out of my way."
Oh, we'll see if he
Nice.
paid any attention to that. All right.
New rolls.
Next turn. Yep.
Doesn't my bow get a second attack?
Oh, right. I forgot that you were attacking with the bow. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm attacking the same one, the one that's in front of Lafdul.
Yep. That is unfortunately a miss.
Jeez. I don't have any luck here.
So yeah, new initiatives.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any bright side to
Wow, I am slow today.
this, HP values are smaller in this edition than they are later.
Faster than I am.
Well, your hit points are also smaller than later editions
You're
in a lot of
faster.
ways.
Wait, Sinrae, why did you roll twice?
My first one didn't go through.
Okay.
It hadn't been properly clicked, unfortunately.
You can always just edit the number in there and change it if you don't want to, especially because that number one prevents a reroll from being worse and also prevents it from being better. So.
Okay.
And I'm on that.
We're all quite slow this round.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm going faster this round.
All right. Anyone still need to roll? Or...
Sinrae hasn't edited yet.
I did.
Ockar, have you
Should be
modified
11.
your HP?
You just enter the minus or plus in there, the -5 or whatever. It will calculate everything itself.
See,
It's
I'm
the
the only
middle
one
of
that
the three
probably...
on the top.
I
middle
never
one.
do that.
What?
I always go into my character sheet and edit it that way.
That is a lot slower.
Wow,
Yeah.
All right.
complicated.
Sinrae, up first.
She is going to cast a spell magic on the earthen creature.
Okay.
Wow, you rolled a...
Mm-hmm.
So that's a D20.
Yes.
No whammies.
Much better.
Above average.
Unfortunately, nothing happens.
Damn.
You need really high to dispel
That
spells.
would indicate a dispel if you were casting it on someone who is on magic that is exactly the same level as you, just so you know.
Okay.
Yatla has intoned some words, and all of a sudden a great plume of fire sprouts right in front of the cave mouth, enveloping those just exiting.
Oh, ball of fire? Or...
Fireball.
Oh.
Still great.
See how disappointed I sound at fireball mention?
Leva, I think you do have a good fireball.
Yes.
That's
Is she
right up there.
outside the sphere, the
Oh, yeah.
influence of the
Yeah.
fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's-
So we
she's
still
pulled
don't
back.
know whether she's. Okay.
Could have timed them against... Well, never mind.
I mean,
No,
they're
it's too
already against us.
Yeah.
You hear one of the smaller Cyclops scream in pain. Actually, you hear them... No, you don't.
Too far away, or...
No. One of them you hear scream in pain, but the other one, well, and like, it cut off. I.e.,
The other one dies
one
quietly.
died. One died.
It's hard to scream when there is no oxygen.
True. You don't really think about that, though, do you? Actually, would you think fireballs behave like that, though?
They don't.
Would they consume
They don't.
all the air?
It's just an instantaneous fire. Alright. Next up, Braxon, your turn.
Oh, right. So Braxon yells, "Have you kidnapped Antistophist?"
And your Thaco is?
Thaco is 12.
Alright, your sword strikes into the earthen creature. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yay! This is the only time I get to roll d12s, I think.
13 points of damage.
Bad.
Ockar, your turn.
Fighters doing what they do
Okay.
best.
That would be a 9. That go 10?
That is a hit. All right, as your spear strikes into the form, it kind of shudders and collapses and shifts back into the second shape that you saw of the bearded giant that was not a smith giant.
Your leader has fallen.
Hang on,
Surrender
you're
now or
reconfirming
end up
that.
like him.
You're reconfirming that he was the original leader.
Solas, your turn.
Well, I'm going to be protecting our spellcaster, so I will be casting monster summoning.
Okay.
Oh, is Antithesis dead or just bleeding?
He certainly looks dead. I mean, you'd have to actually, like, check his body.
Probably dying.
Yeah, somebody probably yell something like, throw down your weapons and you can leave.
Yeah, throw down your weapons and you may leave.
What dice did I roll?
I haven't yet. I need to pull up the list. Give me a second.
What is he casting?
Monster summoning. Okay. Go ahead and give me a D12. And give me 2d4. Okay, where are you summoning them?
I'm basically surrounding these two.
Okay.
And commanding the Macdwellers to attack those two.
Oh, I should have just not had you roll the d12.
What are they? Lizards?
So, small amphibious creatures appear around them. They're pretty tiny. They're not,
Like
not terribly
Komodo
big.
dragons.
They're bipedal. They have kind of a finned back, back behind their head. And now it is the turn of.
They don't get attack on the first, right?
No, they don't. Seeing his leader fallen, the larger Cyclops comes up and tries to smash you with an enormous Morning Star. Ockar? And that's a hit.
Oh,
Morning
no.
stars are made for destroying plate.
I'm not wearing plate.
Isn't banded classed as plate now?
And it's magic.
I don't know, actually. Maybe it's not, I guess.
Let's see if I'm going to do this right.
Now,
There was
hella
an
here
error
I
with my
come.
formula.
Yeah, you're fighting for your religious enemies, aren't you? So,
All right.
if you're good to you.
The Morning Star slams into your body for 17 damage.
Oh.
Oof.
Are
I'm
you
at
still
10.
alive?
I'm at 10.
Wow.
Kill yourself.
Higgimus, your turn.
My turn. All right. I'm going to. Did you say that guy did anything or is doing anything? That's next to me.
You're not sure yet. It looks like he's still ready to attack you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit him. Maybe.
Morale checks are made at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
That's a hit. Okay. You slice into him with your blade, and he looks in very poor shape, but he is still alive. And I can remove that from the list because he ain't there. Leva, your turn.
I was going to cast Phantasmal Killer on the leader, but now he isn't there. Can I cast it on the Cyclops that came along?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay. So it's a saving throw versus spell?
I'm sorry, it's what?
Saving throw versus spell for him?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's special. That's why you wanted me to announce it to you, because it's very special.
Right, now I'm forgetting why.
Because it's got all sorts of modifiers.
Right.
Yeah. They've got to
It's a
believe
subject
they're
surprise,
worse.
previously attacked, is an illusionist, is wearing a helm, is all sorts of things. That's why you wanted to have it pre-announced.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'd completely forgotten that was why. Let me look. It looks like none of those are going to apply.
You're level what?
And
8
it's a
wizard?
-4 for every 4 levels of your level. So that is perfectly normal. So 9th level, so it's -2.
Mm-hmm.
He sees himself being attacked by a sunglasses salesman.
Oh, God.
We don't have ones for single eyes.
Targeted advertising, general.
So
Or an iPad salesman.
If he disbelieves it, you can go unconscious.
all of a sudden, Braxon and Ockar, you don't see this, but
Uh-huh.
let me see. Is it?
Can it kill on the first turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's immediate kill. But there's so many conditions on it that it may not.
For some reason, I got disconnected from the call for a second.
Okay, right. So it's these are the modifiers to the attack. Okay. So Leva, you suddenly see kind of a hazy form appear, and you realize that is not something that anyone else can see.
Mhm.
And it looks to you like a kind of a demonic dwarf. Like that's the closest thing that you can think of.
His worst fear is a demonic dwarf.
Oh dear.
And
I can't see it clearly anyway.
right. But like that's your best guess as to what it is. Ockar and Braxon, you see that the giant in front of you suddenly seems to be distracted by something next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he it looks like he managed to dodge the attack, Leva.
Okay.
Lafdul,
Did you disbelieve it?
he doesn't get a chance to disbelieve it this turn.
Okay.
I wonder what happened if I were to die from fright with my regeneration. Would I actually die and come back? Or what?
Yeah, because that's not damage.
Oh.
So, your turn, Lafdul.
I didn't get attacked yet?
No, apparently they're
Wow.
slow.
Yeah, and they're surrounded by lizards.
I am casting Spiked Growth. Bear with me one second, I just need to check the range. I should check that before I cast the spell. 60, yeah, plenty of range.
Are you putting it down at the mouth? Or are you putting it near you?
I am putting it basically there. Actually, no. I can't really see. I'm going to cast it basically on him. 60 feet. That's there. I've got to for this. Hang on.
Wait, is that gonna hit us too?
Yeah, I mean, I see your arrow going through.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to place token. Just drag it down, don't you? Oh, there we go. Hang on. There. Oh, I can't. This is gonna be annoying because I can't quite see it. Oh, this is gonna take a little while.
So you can tell me where you want it. Like that's affecting Braxon and Ockar, you know.
Yeah, I can't see them, so it's going to affect them.
Oh no.
Not
Literally, I
okay.
cannot. That's blinded me. I've got no idea what's going on there.
Wouldn't
Okay.
it affect Biomove instead of Ockar since Ockar is mounted?
That is true.
I would have to do my ride ground animals check to make sure I don't fall off.
Can you stretch these? Or are they literally one at a time?
Well, since the spell creates it in 10 by 10 groups. Like,
this is
how many
literally gonna.
How many 10
60
by 10
by 60.
Oh,
Right.
I thought it was you could create 10 by 10, 6 10 by 10, as opposed to 60 by 60. Isn't it 6 10 by 10s?
Hang on, let me check for each.
Higgimus lent Braxon
10
his.
feet square level.
Don't get your feet
It's
tied
not
up.
the plant growth. This fight growth. It's an A.
Right, but if it doesn't say that it creates a square that's 10 feet to a side per level, then it's 6 10-feet squares per level. Or one 10-foot square per level.
Hang on, that's what it does.
Right, so it creates a 10-foot square per level. So at second level, it's 2 10-feet squares. Third level, it's 3 10-foot squares, as opposed to a 20-foot square, then a 30-foot square, then a 40-foot square.
Oh yeah, right.
So you
I
got
did
6
10
10-foot squares to work with.
So
Yeah.
I just do it like
Just cast it in a line like that.
Actually, no, I'd cast it like that. 2 rows of 3.
Okay. Okay.
I literally can't see that, so.
All right.
I have to
What's the
roleplay
effect
that
on
out
people
now.
who are in the area of effect?
It's only if you start moving through it. For every 10 feet of movement through the area, the person suffers 2d4 points of damage.
Okay, so if they're standing in the area, they're fine? If they don't move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Higgimus's
You
ring
don't see
and
this.
Braxon
It's invisible.
help him?
No,
Oh,
it's,
so the
it's
vines
just
are
damage.
invisible?
Yeah, without some kind of magical detection.
Oh, fun.
All right, well, one of these Cyclops is heading over here towards Gyatla, and he is going to make an attack. And that is a miss. All right, now it is the Verbeeg's turn.
Literally, I can just see an aura of a giant thing there, so I just thought I'd just cast it there. They can't be there, right?
Lafdul, what's your armor class again?
-1.
Okay. The Verbeeg does miss you. Higgimus, the Verbeeg on you misses you.
What weapons are you using?
Spears. They're using spears.
Doesn't he get like a +2 for piercing against chainmail?
Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm taking these into
Alright.
account.
Why are you trying to help him?
I'm taking.
Also,
I take those into
Lafdul-
account. It's not. I mean, like if I tell you he missed, then they missed.
Also, Lafdul, the aura you see is Okkar's.
Oh,
But he can't see that anyway.
I just thought it was a creature token.
That's there for just knowing what the effect is. If
Yeah.
Lafdul can't if that tree is blocking his sight, then
Yeah.
the tree is blocking his sight. He can't see who's there.
Oh yeah.
Literally,
have you been
I
applying
couldn't
that aura of
see-
good to all these attacks against me?
I am.
Okay.
But these are
Down
also
there's
giants.
a
They
lot.
have very good thacos.
It still helps a little.
It does, yeah, it definitely does. Let's see. The two Verbeeg, now surrounded by little muck dwellers, are going to attack. And what is their armor class? Okay, well, the first one misses.
Oh,
Second
I'm
one
reading.
misses. Holy cow.
Update. I'm reading Detect Evil Intent.
Mhm.
It detects evil monsters and characters.
Of particularly evil natures. It doesn't just
Okay.
it doesn't just detect someone who is evil.
Okay.
It would oftentimes detect something like
A lich.
generally things like demons and devils shape changed, but it would not detect necessarily a human who is shape changed because they're not like embodiments of evil.
Okay. Never mind.
Of course, if they have non-detection on, then they're not going to be detected anyway.
Okay.
It's gonna be a while before I get that. So.
All right. Let's see. Other Verbeeg down here. Comes in through here, and is it a saving throw or is it just automatic damage? Lafdul.
It's automatic damage, but they have to
Saving throw
roll
for
a
the
saving throw
boost
to.
move.
Yeah.
It's a saving throw against the movement.
So if they
Reduction.
fail their saving throw, they stop.
No, they
their
get
movement-
reduced movement.
Oh, well,
It's reduced by
1/3.
1/3,
yeah. Well, that's not going to make much difference here.
Yeah.
but it's still they take the damage no matter what.
All right. So he moves in close to you, and he takes 44 points of damage. So Ockar, you see a Verbeeg kind of run around the enormous Cyclops, and as he's stepping close to you, he suddenly starts like shouting in pain and kind of hot-footing. And he takes 11 points of damage. And he attempts to stab you with his spear. Man, that pain has really taken a toll, because that spear just slips out of his pain-numbed fingers and clatters behind you. He does have some more spears, though.
You're really trying hard.
All right, another one comes around to attack you, Braxon, and you see him scream and shout in pain.
Can Braxon roll an intelligence check to work out what's happening?
You can reasonably assume that it might be bad to walk around. I don't need you to roll an intelligence check for that. Whether you know what's happening or not, you don't know. But I mean, obviously, you can't see what's going on. That you can't see what's causing it.
You think only Levers and Solas have ever seen me cast that spell?
And he takes 18 points of damage. And he attacks you. The pain has apparently numbed his fingers, too, because his spear goes clattering behind you guys.
It's an amazing spell. What is it about?
And
Braxon,
the
what
last
you do
one
with that?
moves around the Cyclops to attack you. Leva, it looks like he has just moved through the Phantasmal Killer illusion, so just so you know. But he takes 17 damage. And he does manage to hit you, Braxon.
Yeah. Oh.
For 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Sinrae, did you use a bow? Or no, you cast a spell
No.
magic.
I cast a spell.
All right. Braxon, you get your second attack.
Right. Who should I go for? Big guy.
That's a hit.
It is.
God, that looked like a 1 to me.
It almost was.
Yeah. That's not much damage.
Well,
You got plus
So-
4 on that, Mel.
7 better than none.
Braxton again shouts out, "This usurper murdered your leader. You have no fight with us.
All right, Ockar, do you get a second attack?
This turn, yes.
Okay.
So. Yep.
That's it.
That go 10. I'm going after the big guy.
Yeah, I assumed. You stab him in the shin with your spear for 22 points of damage. And let's see, Higgimus.
Alright.
Did you have some sailors to go bother or something?
That's a hit.
Maybe off. Oh, wow. Almost maxed
Yeah,
out.
you hit him so
Cut this
hard his
guy.
body slams into the tree behind you. All right. Do we want to continue? It is after 4, or do you guys want to wrap it up next time?
I don't mind continuing.
I'm okay
don't
with
mind.
continuing this fight.
Yeah.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd rather get it over with.
Okay.
Get it over.
I may continue, but
Wow, so
I might, if I get low initiative, I might run for a comfort break.
I mean, if you roll initiative and then run away, I'll just. I mean, if you tell me what you're gonna do, then you can.
It's going to be hit the big guy.
All right. Then I'll keep that in
pretty
mind.
much what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so initiative for everyone.
Oh. Right,
A question?
no.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't done yet. I have a question. Could I move? Could I move? Just a second. With Leva and still cast a spell.
No. You can move no more than 3 squares, and that's not
Alright.
3 diagonally. That's 3 total.
Okay. All right.
Just try not to kill me and Braxon with whatever you've got planned.
If you got hit, don't forget you got
You won't be
injured hits
affected.
against.
You won't be affected at all by I will do.
That's good to know.
Actually, I should
Vote of
Unfortunately.
confidence.
roll some
Unfortunately.
Oh,
morale. Hold on a second. Before I start rolling for what the enemies are actually going to do.
Oh,
You're gonna-
Phantasm Killer is still active.
The thing with the wild mages is that you really never know what exactly might happen.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
So you might affect them.
Fun, quote unquote.
maybe you should start having a philosophical debate about how your magic's so impractical and not reliable. And
It's mostly reliable. We've had months where I didn't have any wild mages.
no, I'm just trying to think of Solas's dynamic because he's also a mage.
Yeah, but
towards
he's
you.
not a wild mage.
Yeah,
I
well,
like
that
the thi-
was his point that I would argue against wild magic.
Yeah, but
I
think about it. I can cast spells up to 5 levels above my own level. You can't do that.
I
You
like
could
to think
also
that
act-
I like to think that Leva's spells are affected by her temperament.
By my moods, you mean?
Yeah.
you could also accidentally turn one of us into a rabbit.
If that was the case, then I would just be using a motion control lever all the time.
All right, anyone still need to
Promotion.
roll?
Her thought process is way too chaotic for normal magic. It always comes out weird.
I've rolled.
I rolled.
I rolled.
All right, Lafdul, you're up first.
He's drawing his offhand sword as well now.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and slash roll both of them. 2. Oh wow. My offhand is a 15.
That is a hit. So this is a large creature.
On the 8th one.
All right, so you stab him for 7 points of damage. Yatla raises her staff and, ignoring the small figure in front of her, points it at the large cyclops and Nothing happens.
All that suspense.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens.
I was expecting a flame strike from the heavens or something.
Well, there are those ones that exist. But...
Well, whatever she tried didn't work. So, Leva. First of all, the attack from the Phantasmal Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll let you roll that. D20.
Nice.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
I don't even know what I can do. Four.
Yeah, not with
was
4,
an 18.
unfortunately.
Only
Alright.
if it was the 18.
And then, so the illusion you can tell is not able to connect.
Okay.
All right, so
It's one round a level. So it's 9 rounds in total.
okay.
Yeah, you're level
don't
9,
think,
aren't
I
you?
don't
Wow.
think the battle is going to last that long.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Hopefully.
It would have if Sinrae wasn't so good at talking Cyclopses into running away.
Maybe. So what were you doing otherwise?
I was going to cast haste on everybody I can reach.
I think it's just
Yes!
the people back up here.
Exclude Braxon and Ockar.
Thank you, Higgimus.
What did Higgimus do?
He lent me a ring that makes me immune to Lever's aging spell.
Ring of free action. Yeah.
So, Lafdul, Higgimus, Sinrae, Solas, and Leva, you all age a year as you feel yourselves suddenly moving a lot faster.
The elves don't care.
I'm 126 now.
I'm now 103.
Oh, you're a baby
I know.
compared to Lafdul.
I'm 32.
120.
You're also,
All right,
you also
Sinrae.
have, Sinrae is going to shoot. Let's see, which one do I want to shoot?
I am actually tempted to drink one of
I'll
those
shoot that
potions
one.
you've said. No.
Okay.
Shoot the Cyclops in the eye.
What bonus does it haste give us again?
Bonus just gives you increased rate of attack.
Okay.
So you will actually get 4 arrows this turn. That's a hit.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Do I
Finally.
get extra attacks?
Yes, you'll get extra attacks at the end of the round.
I guess roll your damage.
Yep. I'm using +1 arrows.
Oh,
Did
okay.
Leva's haste affect my Muck Dwellers?
Your what?
My
Oh,
Muck
no,
Dwellers.
no. I don't think she could affect that many of them. And I don't want to keep track
Oh.
of which ones are hasted and which ones aren't, so...
But like 2 at most, if anything.
They're hyper little
isn't
lizards.
it? It's 9 in total.
2 of them wouldn't be hasted if we did.
Oh, fine. All right. The bottom 2 are
Yay.
not hasted. All right.
Whee!
Ockar, your turn.
I'm gonna go for the big guy.
All right.
Hit.
That is indeed a hit. For 21 points of damage, and you aiming up, your spear sinks right into his nether regions, and he collapses onto the corpse of his companion. Braxon.
I don't
pretty
count that
rude.
as that as an honorable kill.
That was pretty rude.
You didn't have a whole lot of choice on where to hit.
Oh god.
I mean, let's see, he is,
Was.
yeah, 20 feet tall.
Oh god.
So
he
you've
was-
got a 12-foot weapon, and you're not holding it at the very bottom. You didn't have a whole lot of choices.
6'2".
Yeah, so
You
so
said-
your best bet was his nether regions.
Also, I'm on a wolf, so I could have gotten his stomach.
You
It went to
killed
the-
him. Take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
exactly.
Tears
Besides,
questioning his
sometimes
paladins.
you gotta go for the chinks in the armor, even if that happens to be the nether regions. Braxon, your turn.
I just cringed at
Okay, so I guess this guy.
Okay. That is a hit.
And he's not big enough to get large damage, is he?
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yeah, basically
Oh,
everything
wow.
you've been fighting around
Use a
here.
group.
Yeah, this guy's taller than you. He's Higgimus size.
Okay.
All right, 7 points of damage.
Lucky 7s for you.
Yeah.
All right, the figure in front of Gyatla cries out something in a language you don't know, throws down his weapon, and turns and runs.
Smart creature.
And she is not taking the attack of opportunity. He's just off,
Yeah.
so I don't need them anymore.
Braxon yells to the people in front of him, "Leave if you want to live."
They'll die from the spite growth.
I will cast a magic missile
On.
on the one that is fighting Lafdul.
Okay.
So it's 3 missiles.
I was going to be going after that.
Ah. They're these kill stealers.
All right, 11 points of damage. He is not dead.
Hey,
Then
you can go
I
after
will
them.
attack with the Muck Dwellers.
Go ahead and do the initial 6d20, please. All right, so let's see. With these guys... Oops, wrong.
Well, there's 2 are hitting, I think.
Depends on their Thakos. Thakos of 20.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 2 hits. So one hit on each. Go ahead and give me 2d2, please. Flip those coins.
Nom nom nom.
They're being nibbled. Can they sweep them? The giants.
They're not fighters.
Ah.
So 1 on that one and 2 on that one. Go ahead and give me 4d20 for the second attacks. I'm just doing it right now so I don't have to worry about it later.
Okay.
They're so cute as they nibble them.
Indeed.
These
You don't
guys
see
seem like
that scene
they're
in Jurassic
being
Park?
just like swarmed by little vermin. They're like, get these things off me, kind of expression.
They're not vermin.
That is 1 hit. So 1d2.
Those baby raptors in Jurassic Park were vicious.
Well, these aren't baby raptors.
2
Might as well
damage.
be.
Nice, max damage. All right. Verbeeg
My
time.
little ones did well.
So the one attacking you, Lafdul, is attacking you again. And
Right.
that is a
Terrible.
miss.
Yeah.
2 on the Muck Dwellers are attacking them, and that is 2 hits. I'm not even going to roll damage because they're dead.
No.
Oh,
Not the
Those 2 are dead.
lizard.
the non-hasted ones.
And now the 2 on you, Braxon, are attacking you,
Mm-hmm.
and they both miss. The one on you, Ockar, does hit.
You should probably lay on hands yourself.
I did
Yeah.
think that as well. Wondering why he didn't.
For 5 points of damage.
I'm still alive.
Keep telling yourself that.
I have 5 HP.
No need for lay on hands then.
And the one that I forgot to move last time, the 2-headed thing comes up, and he starts shouting in pain, walking through that area, moving towards you guys.
Well,
I love
climbing
that
over the
spell.
other 2 bodies.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're not taking up that much space.
You'd think he'd be like, maybe I shouldn't fight these people.
Mm.
There's
Well, Etins are known for their stupidity.
Didn't fail his morale check, so, you know.
Brax's attempts to get them to stop fighting us have failed so far.
Maybe they don't understand your words.
Maybe they don't understand common, yeah.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to swing at you, Ockar. And he's also actually, I forgot that they have 2 attacks. He's also swinging with his other club at Braxon. So
Nice.
that is a hit on you, Ockar. And a miss on Braxon. Ockar, you are knocked back off Bjolmolf, taking 8 points of damage.
I'm at -3.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Higgimus,
Where
your
am I
turn.
knocked to? Do I move out of my space?
Yeah, just back the one, and so Bjolmolf is there.
Ouch.
Higgimus, your turn.
Someone might need to go and help him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit this thing next to Lafdul.
Okay.
Ockar starts to see Valkyries.
That's a hit.
Attack. All right, cool.
You still hit on a 3.
Yeah.
So...
Lafdul, you've been like,
Oh.
weaving around this guy's spear as he's trying to poke you, and then Higgimus just walks in and whap, and the guy goes flying back into a bloody pulp.
I turn to you, Lafdul. I say, "Quit kidding around. Get to work." As I start turning around to go to something else.
So Lafdul, you would get second attacks if you go to the Verbeeg. If you decide to do something else, it would just be a movement.
I'm just going to move towards Ockar, I guess.
Okay.
That'll be my turn. Because I'm hasted, I assume I can make that distance.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And Leva casts a spell. Sinrae, you get... I'll just do the 3 arrows right now.
Yeah, she's going to attack thing.
These 2
This
Verbeeg.
guy. These ones down here.
Not the
No,
ones
I'll
close to you?
Yeah, I'll stick with the ones close to me.
Okay.
Oh, that's where I was.
Well,
Good job.
Shoot.
Well,
That might be a hit.
Nice.
I
Double
think
damage
that is a
dice.
hit. Yep. Okay, so
Wait.
damage dice.
Which eye do you want to shoot them in?
Hey, these guys actually have 2.
Yeah. And the Ettins have 4.
That's true.
Oh, the
points of damage?
choices.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Or third attack, actually.
The dice thing's like, nah, we don't want you doing that.
Unfortunately, his as he cried out in pain, you're trying to, just like unleash your arrows pretty quickly, and the sudden movement by him caused your arrow to go wide. And your last arrow.
Last arrow. Ah.
Also a miss. The adrenaline rush just kind of gave you a little bit of the shakes. Ockar's down. Braxon, do you get a second attack?
Yep.
All right.
A second attack. Right, I'll go for this guy again.
All right.
Figuring that maybe I'll take him down. Oh,
That's a hit.
maybe not with a 12. That is a hit. All
That's a hit.
Cool. Nope. 12. Braxton's going to yell out in Dwarvish.
Oh, different language now.
Yeah, because he's figured finally maybe they don't understand him.
Well, that one
This
certainly
usurper-
isn't understanding you.
This usurper killed Antifist. Antistiphist.
You might have better luck if you like throw down your weapons and
You
we'll
don't
more-
have to fight us.
Well, he is definitely not hearing you because he collapses under your sword strike.
Yeah.
And Higgimus, you normally have 2 attacks, right?
There's more in the area.
So you normally have 2 attacks, so you get 2 more attacks.
Okay. Move here, and I'm going to.
Actually, you would get 3 more attacks. My bad.
Yeah. I thought so, but I wasn't going to.
No, you can say, wouldn't it be 3?
All right, so we're going to hit this one here.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Nope, your sword goes flying, and that
Oh dear.
ends your extra attacks.
This is when you take out your flintlock.
Yeah. You know what? It wouldn't be a battle without this.
At least one of
shoves
us
the gun in his
must
face.
roll a critical failure.
Yeah, it kind of had to happen, didn't it? Kind of had to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so initiative time. Ockar, you lose another hit point.
Okay.
So haste gave a -2.
-2, yes.
So I die when I'm at -10.
Yes.
Can I roll initiative for the wolf?
Yep.
I'll just use the Ockar for it. So
Yeah, so it's +6.
We need
Okay.
Behemoth to get a lay on paws ability.
And
Lay
let's see.
on paws.
You get a bonus to your initiative.
Initiative. -2.
Yeah, it's -2.
I've
Okay.
adjusted mine.
Hang on. Click. Come on. Click. So, something was stopping me clicking on my character.
You got the right thing selected.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this. I think there was something over the top of the thingamajig.
Oh, can you
Picture.
actually move the?
I sent it to the back, so you should be...
Yeah, no, I got it now.
Okay.
Got it now. No, I just clicked and I clicked on. I don't know what I clicked on, but. Good lord.
Okay,
I'm
anyone
not
still need...
fastest, though.
Anyone still need to roll? I'll take that as a no. All right, Solas, your turn.
I will cast magic missile on the Etin.
All right. All right, 3 missiles streak out of your fingers across the field and slam into the 2-headed giant for 12 points of damage. He is not looking hot.
And my little one's attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll 8d. Okay, 4. That's fine. Those are all misses. Roll another 4. I'm ignoring the 1. I'm ignoring the 1 just because I don't want to keep track of that. So,
It chips its tooth.
well, they do all miss. Gyatla is
Going to remedy the situation. He's not looking so hot. He is now. No.
Gyatla is moving in, and it looks like she's getting ready to cast a spell. Braxon, your turn.
Okay. Right. I'm trying to remember if I've hit this guy before. I don't think so. I think it's going to have to be
Took
the Etin.
damage from the spike growth.
He did take damage from the spike growth, so he might go down faster. Yeah, so Braxton's going to go for this guy.
Okay. That's it.
The die keeps going behind the turn order.
Well,
Like,
you can.
I can
You,
see-
I mean, you can look
I
at
can
the.
see it on the screen.
Yeah, well, you can also look at the number because sometimes that die, the 3D die,
Goes
will
off.
have the incorrect number.
No, my eyes followed it off the, and I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, oh, it's written down here.
For a minute, then,
That
I thought
is
you
a-
were going to lift up your laptop and just look underneath it.
I have looked around the side of things in the past. Not recently. Oh, what is that?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Well, I started doing roll a d12, but I hit some sort of symbol. I think I was going to try and roll a d$.
You can always use the up arrow key to get to previous rolls. So you slash your
Matron.
sword at the other Verbeeg, and you cleanly stab into him, and he collapses dead. Sinrae.
As opposed to Ockar's unclean stab.
Yes.
Sinrae is going to hit this one again.
Okay. That is a hit.
Yay, finally.
I mean, you had
Hey,
a 20.
You got a 20 last time.
Yeah, but
Those don't
and
count.
my last +1 arrow.
Make sure you're keeping track of how many you shoot so that you can try to
Yeah.
recover them.
I
Alright.
have.
5 points of damage. And it grazes by his cheek. And he is going to ignore the small things at his feet and stab at Higgimus with his spear.
Stop that.
But he misses. The other one is going to try to take care of one of the small things. And he does. And its body vanishes.
No.
Poor lizards.
My little
And
ones.
the Verbeeg is going to stab at Beowulf. And hits
For how much?
for... Let's see. That is going to be 7 points of damage.
I think that could have been on you.
Lafdul, your turn.
Cure Mother on Ockar.
Okay.
Heal the paladin.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, nice. So 11 points healed onto you, Ockar. You're in intense pain, but you wake up.
Ockar crones and looks up at Lafdul and says, You're ugly for a Valkyrie.
Leva, give me a d20 for the... Well, actually, no, the Phantasmal Killer is gone because that target is gone. Go ahead and... what
I
were
was
you going
going
to do?
to reduce. I was going to reduce this one.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to turn it into a pocket Eton.
Yeah.
Still
You
probably
pocket
be
it.
pretty large.
I guess Phantasmal Killer has disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reduce has a saving throw versus spell.
Usually negates it.
Negates.
So... Unfortunately, nothing happens.
Ah, well.
The Eton, having knocked one of its targets off, is swinging both of its clubs at you, Braxon, and overhand swings.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one hit for...
Mm-hmm.
He's going to start using your head as a drum.
I mean, he might. "14 points of damage as one of the clubs comes down and slams into your shoulder. Higgimus, your turn.
Okay, I'm
At
going
least you missed
to
once.
pull out my gun.
You're in
and,
melee,
shoot.
you know.
Oh, well.
I mean, if you're...
can't-
What were you going to shoot at?
The guy right in front of me.
All right, he'll get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, I didn't think about that, so Higgimus wouldn't have thought about that.
So you're pulling out a gun and shooting at you, and he had a critical hit.
Oh, good.
He's so happy.
Does he critically hit the gun?
Don't give him ideas.
No. But that is going to be a hit with you, Higgimus. So there is a bonus there.
I guess.
Oh, you are the same size.
So he stabs you for 14 points of damage, and I'm going to need a saving throw versus death.
Oof.
Higgimus was never the same again.
Is death the second one? Or first?
First one. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, he
Did he
failed.
roll a 1?
And 2.
I rolled a 2.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Piercing versus humanoids. Let me see where that is. You can go ahead and roll damage for your gun though,
Okay.
because you did hit.
Woo! That's totally worth it.
I
3
hope
damage.
you roll multiplying 8.
Pierce like one of the worst ones to get hit against.
Yeah, but
isn't it?
see, the good thing is that he's using a normal size spear, which is medium, and you're large, so the severity is generally not that great. Alright, unfortunately, the pain has stunned you,
Oh, okay.
and you are going to be stunned for, fortunately, 4 rounds.
That's good.
And your armor is damaged,
Oh no.
and you're bleeding. So
Not my
1d2
foot.
every round.
Okay. Woohoo!
Ockar, you rolled for Beowulf, so Beowulf can attack.
Okay.
On what?
Going for the smaller thing.
Okay,
That
Verbeeg.
goes 15.
that's a hit.
Okay, 2d4.
Yes.
Go be a morph.
You need to get
Beowulf,
on
just like, growls and tears at the Verbeeg's flesh. It shouts in pain. And let's see, Braxon, you get a second attack.
Woohoo! Right, let's clobber the Yetin.
You're using reverse psychology on the Essen.
That's a hit.
Reverse psychology.
He's the one with the clubs, isn't you?
Yeah.
Dang, you
Oh.
keep getting 7s. Well, 7s and
Yeah.
11s, apparently. All right,
Well,
you
better than
slash
nothing.
at the Etin, and the Etin cries out in pain and collapses dead.
Woo.
Sinrae, you get 3 arrows.
Would it be possible to use one of mine to use ointment on Higgimus?
No.
Okay.
That would have to be the next round.
Okay. She will attack.
Machine gun your arrows.
She's going to attack the one closest to Higgimus.
Okay. What's your Thaco?
17.
All right, that is a miss.
Okay. My next arrow.
That is a hit.
Okay.
And your arrow takes him in the face, and he dies.
Woo.
Last arrow.
Okay, so I was just jotting down my
Yeah, that's fine.
arrow usage.
Revenge my little ones.
And that's a hit as well.
One of them. Might get in.
5 points of damage. And I don't think there's anyone else with extra attacks. At this point, the 2 remaining Verbeeg do surrender.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, there's just the 2 of them left. The last big guy is died, so yep, they're surrendering.
Can
Ockar, can I quickly use lay on hands?
Yeah, you can go ahead and use that.
And
a
I'm
question?
going.
Yes.
I will go patch Higgimus up.
Braxon,
Okay.
you said?
Can Beowulf, Braxon, and the Verberg actually move out of that area
Yeah, you can
Move
without
backwards.
taking damage.
Yeah, you move back out of the area, collecting the verbeeg.
Dak. Ignore that. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Lafdul.
Save
Make
Sinrae
sure.
the ointment, I can heal Higgimus.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the ointment, and then you can heal the rest of him up.
Ockar's gonna sit up and ask if Lafdul can do something to make sure the guy we came after doesn't die on us.
He's already dead.
Is he
No,
already
we don't
dead?
know if he's bled out fully yet.
Where is he?
He's under all the
underneath the
bodies.
He's
Cyclops.
under the other bodies.
Yeah, it's 2 bodies on top of him.
Just see what you can do. I'll try to help you move the bodies.
Mountain of corpses.
Higgimus, I healed you for 12 with my ointment.
Oh, good.
That also stops
Brax.
bleeding.
Braxon says to Lafdul, would you be able, if we can get these other bodies off top of that creature, would you be able to talk to the dead body and see if Antistophast is somewhere?
Let's
Possibly.
see if he's dead first.
Yeah, I'm going to use the bodies as stepping stones.
Boy. My tummy doesn't feel good.
No. Is he still alive? Do I need to make a check?
Let's do that next week. I am calculating up the experience points right now.
Alright.
Yay, XP.
I think it's
Ockar saw a flying horse and then woke up.
I think it's a little bit easier to just handle all of that next week.
No, you saw the fly horse, but you saw Lafdul on it for some reason. No!
No, not him.
How is he a Valkyrie?
He's a man.
I was promised a beautiful maiden.
Hey, Ockar, no need to be so against the male Valkyries.
You guys have got temporary healing potion stuff if you want to use them. Everyone's got them.
Yeah.
So I can update my list if you're going to do it now.
Oh,
I have one if somebody wants to use mine.
Everyone has one.
Same. Yeah, but some people might want to have a
Alright,
second
cool.
one.
I'll still use Leva.
I will
Okay.
cast healing spells on Braxon and Ockar.
I'm gonna drink my temporary healing potion.
So levels
We should
and
offer healing to Gatla.
Yeah, I was going to heal her also.
She'll wave it off if you're offering magical healing for now.
Okay.
Being
Okay,
concerned
so-
about number one, the person who almost died.
yeah, I think
So, temporary healing potion is how much?
2d4 plus 2.
What's Higgimus rolling?
I stole Leva's.
Oh.
Used one,
Oh, you're using
I
yours
think-
as well.
That's on Ockar.
Okay, I'll add that on top. So now I'm at 38.
Alright. 3 temporary healing potions were used, yeah? As far
Yeah.
as I can tell like that.
I think Braxton would offer his to Ockar.
You're hurt too, though.
Yeah,
Alright.
but he nearly died.
What I've got
This
on
is
my list.
Braxon.
What's that, Solas? Is that for Braxton?
Yeah.
Ockar, do you need this potion?
I'll be fine for now. You take it.
Okay.
Sinrae will offer him her temporary healing potion.
Yeah, I've got mine as well. Someone wants that.
I will use another one for Braxon. And if someone wants to use my temporary healing potion, I can give it to them.
I've also got 13 good berries that
That's
are
not-
going to run out in 2 days.
And I will offer normal healing for Gyatla.
Doesn't she wave off the magical healing?
She waved off. Yeah, he said normal healing.
Yeah, as in a healer's bag.
Ockar, do you
Yes.
want the temporary from me?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Nope.
here's a temporary healing potion.
That's for Braxon.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll the one that Sinrae's giving me.
You said you didn't want it, so.
I don't
Oh
need it.
yeah,
I
one
can take the
question,
damage.
Old.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
Okay.
use the charges on the healer's back if I fail
Yes.
healing?
It's taking all the while to do XP. I guess we got a lot.
Well, I mean, you look at how many enemies there were.
Yeah, true.
I didn't hear your answer.
Yes. If you fail,
Okay.
it still uses it up.
I
Yeah.
wonder if we
weren't
get
able
XP
to
for the ones we
any hit
convinced
points.
to run away.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got a few
Sinrae
points,
would
right?
get. I think Sinrae would get a bonus for
She did.
the ones she chased off.
for
So she should.
Yeah.
for
No, I
Braxon
mean-
and Ockar, I've only listed down 3 temporary healing potions that we used. Whose did you use so I can update my list?
I
Oh,
just
the
drank
last-
Sinrae's, and Braxton drank his own.
Yeah.
Braxon's.
That means Solas and yourself are the only ones with them left?
Yeah.
And
So,
I can
yeah.
offer it to if someone needs it.
I'm
Yeah,
at
I'll-
46 out of 51. I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't get injured.
Yeah, I can give mine out to someone if they want. I'm going to heal up anyway, so.
Yeah, you can offer it
Okay.
to Gatla.
Experience points. Leva and Solas, 3,300.
Oh, for the spell magics and other things.
Hi, Roddy.
3,900 for Sinrae. Uh, 4,780 for Ockar.
4780?
Nice.
So that's 4,780?
Yeah.
Okay.
3,780 for Braxon.
Okay.
3,600 for Higgimus. 3,300 for Lafdul overall. 1,500 for his thief. And 100 for his priest.
Alright.
Need that again?
I typed in Discord that. Well, they're the amounts, so yeah,
Yeah.
both thief and priest. I got a lot for my thief, considering I didn't steal anything. I would have got a lot more if I did.
There were a lot of checks. And you did steal something.
Wow.
You stole a piece of
Oh,
paper. You
Oh, yeah.
picked you use your lock picking, you use your move silently, you used your hear noise, you did a lot. Anyone going up level?
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
No.
Alrighty.
But
I
I've
need-
broken
Oh.
through the 200,000 barrier at last.
Ooh.
I got through the 200,000 barrier too.
Before you close it, speak. Hang on. Do people want to top themselves off for the good berries?
Well,
Because they literally going to expire in 2 days. So you got 2 temporary. Just heal yourselves up. If
I
you
guess
have
I'll take 5 if you're offering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see if
I got
Gatla wants some.
13 left. Well, 13
And-
total.
Feed some for the Beowulf.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Beowulf
Beowulf
can-
took a
Yeah.
hit. He took 7 damage.
Okay, take him.
Braxton's on 41 hit points of 59, so he'll take stuff, but sort other people out.
I will give you my temporary healing potion. You take that. Roll for that.
Okay.
And then we'll do our character.
Another 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So you are taking 12 for the good berries, Ockar, or
I'll
was that how many
take.
you needed?
I need
You can only eat
5
8
good
yourself.
berries.
You're taking 5 for yourself, or for what?
Oh no, for Beowulf he needs 7.
That's all of them, man.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
So he'll
So
eat
I can-
7.
Yeah, they heal a hit point each,
Okay.
so I can rub them off my list.
Braxon's still 11 down if someone's trying to get rid of something.
Sinrae's got the last temporary healing potion. She wants to give
Oh
that
no,
to
I
me
took
have-
to keep
Sinrae's.
it.
Remember?
I have the last,
Oh,
but
did you?
It's
Solas,
Solas who has the last.
does Braxon want it?
Well, if it's going to run out,
It's got 5 days on it, but you might as well just use it up. I'll
Just
refresh
take it.
them.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
he'll refresh
so,
him.
It's so I
I
don't
will
have
give
to
it-
keep track of these odd numbers.
And
Yeah.
just so in case we get hit with another enemy wave the moment we start session next time.
I think Ockar's not gonna be very useful next time. He's almost died.
He needs rest. Yeah.
oh, hang on. Yeah,
Getting up some up. My XP will be a bit slow at adding.
I probably do as well, actually.
yeah.
I need like 300,000. I know. 300,000 is the total I need to get. I need like
You need 100,000 more.
98,000.
Braxon needs a few good nights' sleep.
All right, so when we come back next week, we'll find out if that giant is alive or dead, and see what whether anything happens on your trip back to the Jarl's Hold, and what he has to say about all this. And also, it reminds us once again that we really need to not have combats more than halfway through the big combats more than halfway through the sessions.
Well, look, I was hoping I could talk everybody down, but you know.
You talked a lot of
talked
people
half of
down. You talked
Hey,
a lot of people
This
down.
combat could have gone on for another hour if not for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus, we
Or
have
you might have died.
The thing is, Ettins and Werbergs are quite evil giants.
and we have a cave to loot.
there were 6 smaller Cyclops and an Etten that ended up leaving. That Etten had 42 hit points, so there's a lot of hit points
And
here.
one of them kind of destroyed me.
Yeah. Only one, and that was just one of his clubs.
Yeah.
Just one of his
Meanwhile,
clubs.
the big boss and his Cyclops buddy dipped me down, but didn't knock me off my mount.
Did Ockar already use up his laying on hands?
He
Yeah, he
has when he woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only
Right.
use land hands once a day.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you? I take it Higgimus isn't bleeding anymore.
No, it was taken care of.
No.
All right, so next week we'll see what happens. See you then, everyone. Thanks for playing, and thanks to everyone out there for watching.
Thanks
See
for
you
the
next
game.
time.
Okay.
Thanks for the
See
game.
ya.
Bye.
Happy New Year.